Okay. Previously in episode 7, the party did commence an assault upon a Dirgar fortress or outpost found in the wasteland of Icewind Dale, actually near Kelvin's Cairn. A battle broke out as the party was discovered. Totally.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. And you discovered you were hit with Croesus was hit with a heavy crossbow bolt, suffered pretty good damage. And then after that, doors opened and a series of we'll call them very large Dirgar, which is, since they're like evil dwarves, looks like they've been embiggened. And so they let a few of those out, as well as an ogre zombie, which 2 and 2 were rapidly put together, and it was deduced that the ogre zombie was the one pulling the sled. With a brilliant display of Turn Undead by Sistan Songsayer, the ogre zombie, which probably should have been a big major threat to you guys, absolutely totally wasn't. And then the large Dirgar themselves made their way out of the double doors. There was a battle, and much mayhem occurred. After that, the 2 doors slammed closed, and there's a brief respite from the fighting. So we find ourselves opening up on the scene immediately following the fighting. I believe that's where we are.
So, I believe that is correct. That is what I recall as well. And we literally did stop right as the doors closed. So
that
and
is where we are.
Just a reminder, we have requests in process.
Is that all?
I don't think that's what I'm looking at the notes, and I think the last time we played was November 6th.
So, yeah, that seems about right.
So in the notes document, there is Dalen finds Nas Lantamir. We find Torga Icevein caravan. And we find lantern for the Northern Light. That's what we were on our way to do. But I also think we have to solve some murders, don't we?
The murders that the very first thing you were tasked with doing was tracking down a vicious murderer who may or may not be involved with, shall we say, evening the score in the lottery for human sacrifice in the towns that practice human sacrifice to Auril, the Frost Maiden. Dolph had an experience on the peak of Kelvin's Cairn, where definitely a frost druidic holy place was discovered with a Charladon. Charladon? I'm probably saying that wrong. Yes. Chardalin, where they Chardalin, maybe not necessarily 100% Chardalin, but there was definitely an altar there. And she had they had an experience.
They use all pronouns. Sandalphon uses all pronouns.
Well, I'm good to know. I'm trying to be pronoun neutral. So so there was the experience that night after you returned, or after that experience, you returned to the inn. You were Dolph was the victim of an attempted murder by a group of ice methods. And that did not go well for the ice methods. So they did scream a few things and say a few things in passing. But the person that you were told was the committer of the murders, or the number one suspect, was Sefik, a person by the name of Sefik. You have also heard in a few different places different names that may be associated with this Sefik, or they could be aliases for Sefik, or Sefik could be an alias for some of these people. But you've definitely heard some other names in association with them. Geluvican is one of them. Vernus, and there was a well, I've said I'm not certain how much Dolph has shared about their vision. I don't know if vision is the right word, about their experience. But there was a being in there that did not give a name. I don't believe. Nope, they did not. So anyway, that's kind of the super quick recap of where we left off a freaking month ago.
Sounds, all of that rings bells.
Okay, very good. So those of you that possess any kind of healing magic may wish to apply it to some of the party members that are in need of it. Which I think the only person that might be terribly in need was Croesus.
Croesus
And-
didn't, only got healed once and was not to full.
'Cause I was down, right?
You were, and then you got a double blast of healing or something, but your hit points are at 14 out of 14 right now.
I'm supposed to fix it here.
Yeah.
Dolph is at Dolph is yeah, Dolph could probably use a little tender love and care from
That's only because you set herself alight with holy fire. Holy light. rather.
Yeah.
I don't think Dolph has a choice about that. That's just kind of
It's a feature.
that's a Dolph thing.
Yeah.
So Varuuk, you're in good shape. You're like, yeah, I feel pretty good. You managed to avoid any of the fighting previously, and or avoid getting wounded, and you are now thirsty.
I was second string. I was warming the bench.
Yeah. You were like, all right, feels good. Put me in, coach.
Send me in, coach.
That's right. That looks like some quality H2O.
That's some high quality H2O.
Sucks. It really, really sucks. All right. So anyway, that's where we're going to start. You are keenly aware of the fact that there is probably not a lot of time before something happens.
Or the contingent opens the door again, or we
Right.
open the door. Yeah.
Inside the The outpost. Yes, that's the word. Matt Mercer. I am not. So, yeah, that's where we are.
All right, I'm gonna stagger to my feet, kind of take a look around. I'm gonna move over to the dead, whatever this was, the large ogre thing, and just see if there's anything of value on it. Just kind of examine it under the light. And as I'm doing that, do I need to make any kind of roll?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
22. So if there's something there, I'll find it. Hopefully.
You find some undead ogre flesh,
Yeah.
some rotting undead ogre entrails,
Yeah.
and some very filthy, ragged cloth.
All right. Well, as I'm kind of very efficiently searching this thing, anybody watching me sees my head snap up and go, okay, what am I looking for? Got it. Okay. And I kind of stand up and wave the staff around and go, I've been in contact with my master. He's been divining our areas, keeping an eye on me. He says there are definitely more Dwegar here. And we should be on alert. I kind of look at the doors and kind of nod like it's obvious. He also said we should be on alert for any kind of documentation. I didn't get much more than that, but we might want to see if we can keep one of the Dwegar alive to question if possible. Does anybody here speak Dwarf? And I look over at Radyaga and Chris, I'm sorry, I don't remember your character's name.
Varuuk.
Varuuk, there it is. Do you speak Dwarf?
I can speak dwarfish.
I look over. Excellent.
That's funny. You don't look dwarvish.
Had to check my sheet.
Right?
That's how, and I speak a little bit, it sounds probably a little bit more highfalutin than the mountain. It's a little bit more what dwarves that would come to the cities would talk.
Does anyone here happen to speak Undercommon? Don't everybody come forth at once.
I do not, but kind of being concerned with this, I'm going to sit down and start sketching out some symbols on the ground and get some other components ready. And I'm going to start casting comprehend languages as a ritual.
Okay.
If I have to stop, I have to stop. But I'm just gonna do that right
it's
now.
a ritual, not that no great law. That takes 10 minutes, right?
One action plus 10, but yeah.
Right. So 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So
On
what
that
are-
note, you see Croesus 6 seconds behind you doing the same thing.
what do the bodies that are left at look like? Are there anything, any, how are they dressed? I guess is one of my questions.
They are all dressed very similarly. They have they're wearing a kind of a it's actually very well constructed scale mail. So if you happen to be dwarfish sized, this would be a pretty good scale mail. They also have they all have a shield with them, and what looks to be like a war pick. Several of them had javelins that were thrown. If you wish to retrieve those as well.
I am definitely seeing kind of the best I can find of not too gore-ridden clothing and shielding off of the victims before us.
Okay.
I'd like to retcon something real quick as I double check this on the hunch. Croesus is not actually ritually casting comprehend languages because as a sorcerer, he does not have the ability to cast anything ritually.
I think
I
he
was
did.
gonna
But I
say-
wasn't saying anything.
So yeah, he's not doing anything. Waiting to be healed.
Okay. Well, assistant at when we get done with all this, we can, unless you are looking to use something right now.
I want to find a usable outfit and shield. I want to be able to find something that I could use to perhaps blend in.
Well, I mean, amongst the pile of Durgar corpses, you're going to have to kind of avoid the ones that were that came in contact with Dolph, but
Yeah.
yeah, but
They're just a little sunburned. That's all.
it's just a little cooked, right? But yeah, you're able to easily assemble a complete outfit, including scale mail and shield and war pick, and a javelin, if you wish, of one of these guys. You can actually put together. I mean, there's a total of 9 corpses that you guys have created.
Mhm.
So you can easily you could easily come up with 7 complete sets if you just really wanted to. Some of them
yeah.
some of them could probably use a little prestidigitation and maybe some mending. Although, you know, that's but yeah, you're easily able to assemble a full set that's neither burned or full of holes and or soaked in Jergar essence.
Awesome. Well, I might delegate that task if somebody wants to take that up and have me actually work on healing word, which also takes, or no, I'm sorry, prayer of healing, which takes 10 minutes to cast, but would heal 6 creatures I can see.
Yes, please. I'm pretty good.
So let me know if 10 minutes passes safely enough for me to roll that.
Well,
And Jay thinks he's going to be joining shortly.
right on. In that case, you can certainly try.
All right.
So let me start a timer.
Oh, actually, he said he might be a little bit longer. Something's not working quite right.
Sure.
Ooh, nice.
Well, it's 2d8.
Oh.
I rolled a 1 and a 3. That sucked, but everybody, six people get up to 8 points of healing if by the end of the 10-minute casting time it is off.
Okay.
Well, if your prayer went off, I now can understand languages read or spoken for an hour.
Okay.
I'll let the group know.
So here's what I'm going to do to kind of simulate that. I've started a 10-minute timer. When that timer expires, then it will be done. So you've got about 8.5 minutes left. And
All right.
I'm doing that because I'm timing some other things.
Okay. So are we still in the 10-minute time frame of casting that spell?
You are.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then I know that's what I'm doing, so I'm good.
So, yeah, I think that Dalen and Siston are occupied. Varuuk, Croesus and Dolph can see to anything else that needs to be seen to, and maybe discuss if we want to try to go in. There's the place where we kind of, the arrow slits that we peered through before. I don't know if anybody can get through those.
About the door, we tried opening the door.
There is the so there is the front door. And then there's possibly trying to see if we can get into the little turret. But Croesus, because before we really get deep into that, as he sees people ritually casting, he's going to kind of let out a sigh of relief and kind of say kind of a loud enough so that people around him can hear. It's like, you know, does anyone have any bandages? And he just kind of like looks down at his chest, although he can't quite see it because his head's really big because he's a dragonborn.
Well,
Apparently the people with bandages are ritually casting stuff.
right.
Dolph is like, I'll check. And goes into inventory to check. Does not, it looks like. Nope.
Anyone proficient with the first aid kit? Give me a d20. Since we're not taking a short rest, I can't use healing surges in this moment. That's fine.
I'm proficient in medicine, but I'm casting.
Yeah, you're otherwise occupied. No, that's cool. No worries. That's what Dothy's doing. So I don't know what else. What else is anyone else doing?
Varuuk, you doing anything?
I am going to investigate the door, see if if I think I might be able to open it.
Okay.
Varuuk,
So are you
I
going
like-
to
I like-
are you going to investigate the door? Are you actually going to open it?
Oh no, by investigate, I'm gonna try and open it.
So are you going
So-
to wait until the healing spell is done first?
As his voice goes up and up and up.
Because
While you were fetching
the-
water,
the-
they
the
came out of
last-
that door.
the last time you guys saw inside that door, there was nothing in there you wanted. Well, that's not true, but there were there's some unpleasant things there, which I understand. That's absolutely his thing. But
Dolph will try and stop him from actually opening the door. He'll say, Varuuk. Okay, I need to remember how this accent goes. It's been a while.
been a while.
Wow.
Varuuk, please. I am bloodied, and you and I are tanks, and I think we should be a little less bloodied before we go into battle again.
And this is Varuuk like,
There's no blood.
right. What is this? What
Just
is
a
this
baby.
bloodied of which you speak? On the other hand, he has a Logan. So that's not a Logan. That's a Clark.
Hey,
Wow.
Baby two.
Baby 2.
I looked over to Allie. Like, what is going on?
All right. So Dolph and Varuuk, are you gonna go over by the door?
All right, back.
You could at least stand guard by the door.
Yes.
Yeah, the stunning
That's
guard
a
sounds
good
good.
idea. I will go stand at the door. If anything comes through, punch him. in the
I
face.
will be. I will stand with you just to make sure that you're good.
Move
Definitely
your
not to stop you from.
move your tokens appropriately then, I suppose.
Where's the door?
Well, actually, how what's the range on word of healing? Healing word, prayer of healing. The thing you're doing.
It's pretty far. Let me see.
2 miles,
No,
30 feet.
30 feet.
30?
She just needs to call people back when
Yeah.
it's about
30.
done.
Yeah, I think like when it
I say before I start, you'll hear my whistle when it is, when it's time,
when it's ready.
when it's ready.
Bring the
Like
dinner
the-
triangle.
When you
Ding,
pull
ding,
that
ding.
health casserole out of the oven.
Yeah.
Ding. It's ready. Okay. We're creeping up on the 2-minute mark. Anybody else got anything they want to do? Anyone?
Croesus is going to find a space for him to kind of prepare for the next wave of assault if this door is going to open, and I guess get on at least the plane of higher ground so he can see directly in. And actually, no, Croesus is just going to move here, so he's got cover from one side, because that's the tactically smart thing to do. And while he sits there, he's going to investigate behind here to see if there's any goodies, anything of interest behind the turret here.
Behind the what? Where?
Like the I'm calling it the turret, but like the big
The
Fort.
blockhouse, the guardhouse there.
blockhouse. Yeah, that thing.
You find some snow,
Okay.
Secret passage.
some very cold rocks, and under the snow and the very cold rocks, you find some frozen solid ground.
Cool. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
at least now we know they don't come out here for smoke breaks.
Yeah, no, you don't really see anything. Although make a perception check.
I will make a perception check.
By the way, the weather has finally cleared up after the lightning storm from the night before and storm clouds. And I mean, you look up and you're like, sky is less cloudy.
Ooh.
Clay, the sky is still gray.
Well, it's still dark.
Every day is like Sunday.
Yeah. Sky is sky. Oh wait, I need to open my eyes.
Okie doke. Well, all right, guys. 3, 2, 1, 0. Woohoo. The prayer of healing goes off. And
Does anyone come back in time for that?
Allie did.
Cool.
and as that happens, you feel the healing power. I don't know if surge is the right word, like trickle through you, making you feel better, kind of like a warm sponge filled with hot water, kind of dripped on you, rubbed around a little bit. I don't know. Sistine, describe your healing power.
You feel as if the wounds that you have experienced have somehow knitted together. There is definitely a weave about it that I've experienced. If something is woven in and tighter, so if you had a gash or you had some kind of weakening of your system, it is now stronger. It may not be completely healed, but you feel like that the weakness exposed is now overlaid with a weaving that has come both from a power you don't quite understand where it came from, but also from yourself. So the skin actually is weaving in together over it.
Nice.
Damn, that's better
How
than a
much do we
band-aid.
heal?
Hey.
Okay, so alrighty, the spell goes off. Varuuk is there, and there is a loud crashing sound as the doors are flown. They not flown. The doors fly open, and you see a gaggle. I'm gonna go with gaggle. A gaggle inside. Wait. Well, Varuuk, you can see it. You see a gaggle of embiggened Durgar, and one of them who's has a slightly different armor, the slightly different appearance. He holds up his embiggened war pick and he shouts, "For Zordarok, for Asmodeus, let us take this sunless land for ourselves." Roll
I
for
actually understand that.
it.
You do
My spell
understand
finished,
that.
so I understood it now.
Yep. So if you speak Dwarvish or Undercommon, you understood that. If you didn't,
Anyway,
yep. So
Cool.
all right, let me get turn tracker.
do it.
Where's turn tracker? Where is it? Is that it? Yep.
All right, time for more combat.
All right, there we go.
I'm really glad I took cover.
Hmm.
in a while.
Oh, wow.
Not that one, maybe that one. Yes, it is. Okay. And then these guys kind of suck.
Good.
Okay. Is that that's not everybody? I need everybody.
Oh, that is true. New role.
Everybody.
Click on my character.
Hmm.
Click on initiative. Oh my gosh, seriously?
Oh, it said no token was selected. What do you mean no token was selected?
Oh, it didn't actually roll. All right, cool. I need to click on,
Can you?
I can't.
there we go.
Oh, you're on Snap to send it. You're not on Select.
Oh, that's why.
That's what I was on too. I was measuring distance, unsurprisingly.
Joe, as soon as my thing reloads, I'll put myself in the turn tracker.
All righty. Let me know when that is the case.
I'm gonna be at 12, so that was my initial roll. So I'm just gonna make it that.
All righty. Woody ho.
Wow, I did it twice.
Dope.
That's check it out.
Nice.
Kristen, what is your dexterity?
My dexterity is awesome. I have a 13. Pretty awesome. I mean,
All
kind of.
right then.
It's all right.
So to kick things off at party time, Siston, you've heard a loud bellowing voice. You notice that the doors are open, and you're like, "Hey, I suddenly feel like it's party time again."
Yeah.
Party time.
Well, Kristen is not going to hesitate. She did not, or they did not like this last round. And so the lead guy who came out gets a guiding bolt.
Well,
First level.
so
Well, I guess it rolled twice, but
Right. So who are you?
The guy at the door.
The guy at the door. That
Yeah.
guy right there. This guy.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm getting images of opening up a carrier transport
Okay.
at D-Day.
All right. Well,
Doors go down.
he finishes yelling his battle cry, and the guiding bolt is not a wisdom save. It's to hit, right?
It's to hit, and it rolled twice. So if I'm at disadvantage because of distance, I rolled a 20 and a 23.
Right. You are at disadvantage because it's twilight.
Yeah.
So range attacks do have disadvantage. Unless you have
It's a 20.
Okay. Do you have infravision or night vision?
I do not.
None of that. All right then, 20. And you light him up
Mhm.
with a thing of yeah.
And so before the end of my next turn, let's see, the next attack roll against this target has advantage.
Just the next, not any, the next attack roll against him. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Sweet.
All righty. Is that your turn?
And
And
I think I have some movement, and my thought is that I should probably move. I don't think that I have any.
only if you want to. It's up to you.
That is it. Yes, I'm gonna move a little bit over here. Yeah. I think that's it. Next to Croesus, my buddy.
All righty. Is that what's
My
up?
turn.
Mhm.
Thank you. Dolph? Croesus,
So
you are
I'm
up
gonna
next.
move 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna rage. I can teleport 30 feet now. So I'm gonna teleport
Sure,
to
why not?
here. And
Why can you teleport? I mean, you don't have to tell me, but that's cool.
Right?
Hey,
wild magic barbarian. That's why. You kind of you see what you see is Sandalphon run, and as she gets to what you would think would be the edge of her movement, they just kind of yell out, and you see like pockets of reality open up, and you swear you see the Feywild for a second, and then poof, she's 30 feet even farther from where she was before, kind of like warping, like she got sucked into the Feywild and then got popped back out over there. And that's the end of my turn.
a tesseract.
And in that brief glimpse inside the Feywild, you see a fairy and a vampire, and they're just kind of staring at each other. And look at it.
They're having tea.
They are. They're having tea. All right. Is that I'm guessing that's your turn? Yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
that's the end of my turn.
My head
Alrighty.
cannon-
Rosis, you are up.
my head
Dalen,
cannon
you're on.
is,
You are on deck.
Got it.
the Feywild is totally Alice in the Wonderland.
Do what?
So my head canon is the Feywild is totally Alice in the Wonderland.
It's Wonderland. It's Wonderland, or what is the other one? Behind the through the looking glass.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Croesus is going to move forward a little bit here.
Mm-hmm.
Going to move his mic closer so he sounds better. And then we are going to chill touch the first little dude in the door there who just got hit with the guiding bolt.
Chill touch.
Yep.
Chill touch. All right. Show starts at 119 feet, man. Go.
And I believe it is I got an advantage, don't I? Ah.
You do. It's the next. Well, yes, the next attack didn't say melee.
There
Oh!
you go.
And that's recorded too.
Right on. That's what's up. Okay,
I mean, I
well,
guess it's not terribly much here. It's 6 damage.
Hey,
still,
and no reactions, right?
Cannot regenerate. Cannot gain
No,
health.
yes, I cannot regenerate. Okay.
okay.
You were
That's
thinking shocking grasp.
Yep.
that's good. So right as the glow fades, those of you that speak Dwarvish hear, fuck, that's cold.
That's saying something here.
And then, yeah, that's saying something. Although, technically speaking, chill touch in Icewind Dale's like scorching ray.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's warm. Thanks.
I mean, it's a different kind of cold. It's the cold of chilly touch of death instead of the chilly touch of cold.
Right. All right. Very good.
And you can see a big old grin on Gross's face as like the hand kind of emerges from the shadows to like grip just kind of around the throat for a little bit.
Very good. Is that your turn?
Yeah, Gross is gonna stand right
Movement.
there.
Yeah, stand right there, huh?
Yep.
All right. Stand right there by the guardhouse where you got shot in the chest with a heavy crossbow.
But I'm close enough so I'm not next to the windows. Like they'd have to really peer out and like expose
Okay.
themselves.
Fair enough. Fair
That's
enough.
that's
Dalen,
the idea.
Varuuk, you
Now
and the murder train are on deck next.
Since Dolph has moved up and Dolph has a light source, can I see that one at the front, or is it still in twilight?
Can you see? Like, can you see it on the map?
Yeah.
Well, okay. If you can see it on the
All
map, you can see it.
All right.
It's advantage on ranged attacks, but yeah.
Joe, I think the light around me has changed. I would have cast the light spell on me during the break, but previously the light around me was larger. Now it's just 20 feet, 20 feet. Because previously it was actually it's bigger than it was before.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so it's 20
Where
feet
did-
bright light, 20 feet dim light.
Where does your light come from? Is it a light spell that you cast?
Yeah, I would have cast light in between during the 10 minutes. Yeah, but previously it was coming from me. Let me make
Got it.
sure I'm
20 feet. You sure about that?
It's 20
the-
bright, 20 dim. Yeah.
20 bright, 20 dim. That's the light spell.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be my best move, but I'm going to fling a firebolt at that front one. I'm just going to roll 2 die 20. So 6 and I rolled 2 6s. So it just splatters against the ground over there somewhere. But I'm going to move this direction 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, looking in one of those windows with my light. Do I see anything moving around in there?
You absolutely do.
What is it?
3 not embiggened Dirgar, all of them with heavy crossbows.
All right, I step slightly to the side. So like Croesus said, where they would have to like step out of the thing to be able to shoot me, but I yell, Dwargar in the guard tower. And that's my turn.
All righty. Varuuk, you are up and you have fresh things to kill.
Yeah. So as the door opens and I see these guys, they're bigger than me, right?
They are large size. They are embiggened.
I look up and I go, oh, big. I can do big. And I slam my war pick on my shield 3 times, and I grow to large size.
Man, we needed you last time. This is
Yes.
sweet.
Oh, that's awesome. Hold on. You actually
Yes.
okay.
Nice.
I'll step up and let's see here. Chalk that off. Okay. And then I'm going to.
So when you step up, I mean, you heard him yell. The guy immediately in front of you is the one, like he did the yelling, he did the battle cry. He said, "You don't speak Dwarvish. Do you speak Dwarvish?"
No.
Yeah. So he said something, and so you're like, "I bet that guy's the leader." It's kind of like you can always tell the leader in anime because he's got better armor. Like that guy's got to be the leader. He doesn't have shit all over him. Huh?
How do you know he's a king?
Oh God, no.
I'm going to slam this guy to
Which
try
one?
and knock him down.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
I need I think it's an F.
Oh, that guy can't actually be there. Whoops. All right, he could be there-ish.
All right, so I'm pretty sure shove is an athletics check.
Do what?
I'm pretty sure shove to try and knock
It's-
down is an athletics check.
It's contested athletics from you, and then athletics or acrobatics from the other creature.
Acrobatics.
That's-
Jeez. What's
It's-
that?
Since I am in Giant's Might, I do have advantage, so it's 17.
Nice.
And it's
All right,
acrobatic
then.
for them because they could just dodge out of the way and not try to contest it, but just move out of the way of the push.
Yeah, but it's way more fun this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you shove him,
I
And-
smack him with my shield and knock him down.
you hear a scream as he falls backwards and like drops from view because it looks like he may have been standing on like a drawbridge or something, but there's a scream and then
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh yeah, I definitely would have pushed him then. Yeah.
yeah, there was a scream and then sudden silence.
And then I'm going to action surge and use my second action to dodge.
Actually, to dodge.
And then I'm just gonna basically taunt them and like bang my shield in front of them. Ha ha ha! Let's go, boys. And that is my turn.
Nice. All right. First blood goes to Varuuk. Dodge means you have
Disadvantage on attack rolls.
Now, we don't know that there was blood involved because we didn't hear a splat. The sound just stopped. For all we know, he entered another dimension.
well, Varuuk knows. And he was like,
Rook was there.
"Hmm." Falling, screaming, suddenly stop. I think I know what happened here. Yeah, in fact, Varuuk, you hear it's like,
Oh, okay. Well, now we hear. Now we know.
okay, well, this guy's he's going away. Okay, well, this fella sees you, makes his way up here, and he actually taps his war pick on his shield like as a salute, and then he takes a swing at you, and I actually get to do woo, boo, boo, boo. Wait, no, where is it? No. Why aren't you giving me disadvantage? Huh. Okay. Well, we're just gonna roll that. See what happens.
Yes.
That's a big old miss. And yeah, well, that's what he's gonna do. And he's gonna like ha and then swing, and you kind of like, you're very nimble for being so big.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's that's a thing that happened. Okay, well, fortunately, you have so you gone? Okay, baby girl, I love you. You have you've kind of plugged the hole there a little bit.
I did.
You did. This guy rolls over and he takes a step over, and he's going to chuck a javelin at you. Chuck a javelin. That's a 12.
So I am going to, as a reaction, I'm going to invoke the rune on my helm. It's the cloud rune.
The what?
That's my cloud rune, and some the air is going to shimmer in front of me and transpose myself instead on the guy next to me, and so that javelin's actually going to hit him instead.
Invoke the rune in my helm.
And
All right,
Yo,
stupid
bitches.
fighter monk shit.
Hey,
okay, well,
All right, hold on,
the
wait,
guy-
Chris. Say exactly what you just said again for Jay's benefit.
Right, that was that.
Starting with, I invoke the rune.
Yes.
So as the javelin comes flying towards my head or my body or whatever, I invoke the cloud rune on my helm, which shimmers the air around me and transposes an image of me on the guy next to me, and so the javelin hits that guy instead.
Am I the guy next to you?
No,
And the best part is the guy that's next to you is absolutely their leader, and he kind of glances back at that way and let's go. Again, you don't speak Dwarvish. Any of you who do, actually, here's a guy yelling, "What the fuck, Carl?" You know, probably not Carl, but whatever the Duragar equivalent of Carl is. Well, that happened. And now this guy's going to do the same thing. He's going to try, because javelins have been so lucky so far. Yeah, that one's going to miss because why wouldn't it? Really? Why wouldn't it?
I don't know. When do I get to run in and roll initiative?
just
You can
roll it out.
run in and roll initiative right now, man.
Do a full first round, so you can
Yeah,
just go
we're just now there. So
Woohoo! Yay.
actually, Joe, minor retcon. I didn't realize
Oh.
you hadn't actually hit me with that javelin because of the disadvantage.
uh-huh.
And the rune only works if you hit me or somebody else within 30 feet.
Oh man.
Oh,
So
I like that.
it just goes nowhere.
Okay.
That is really upsetting, actually.
I mean, if they manage to hit me, I'm going to use it. So
Okay, well then he doesn't yell at Carl.
How's everybody call?
We're just gonna keep rolling on the javelin train because
hey, that one's gonna get.
that was gonna
There
hit.
you
That's a
go.
23. There you go.
Can we instead have him crit and spend instead? Can we just, is it like a football penalty? Can we just decline it?
Right.
I mean, like as someone in battle, you can choose to just like let it really hit you.
You're
I
like,
mean,
he's like,
I would like to donate inspiration to that guy.
Yeah.
oh, that's good. That's real good.
So Jay,
Yeah.
more embiggened guys open after 10 minutes of casting. Laura cast a healing word, and I cast comprehend languages. The doors flew open, and we see more embiggened Dwergar. There was a little bit of Dolph has run up towards them. Varuuk is there. Croesus cast a chill touch. I feebly threw a firebolt over there, but I also ran over to the guard tower and looked in and saw that there were more Dwergar in the guard tower and shouted that out. And then we're basically where Varuuk is attacking.
So does the 18 hit you?
Yes, 18 will hit me.
So the 18 hits you, and like after ducking and dodging your way around, well, no, this guy, he manages to. Why are you not? He manages to finally hit you, and he feels pretty good about himself. So that takes care of all of those guys. Now over here, now let's see here. Really? Of course, I would choose to copy the one token that doesn't have vision enabled. Okay, so these three guys move here. Dalen, you actually see one like run up to the window, and he's not gonna get right there because that will give him, I don't think he can actually do anything there. And you're gonna get right there, which is not gonna help much. Okay, and he will take a shot at you with a heavy crossbow.
Does he have a line of sight on me?
He does. Can you not see him?
I can't because he's on the other side, but if I'm up against the wall flat, wouldn't he have to like lean out to shoot me?
It's not like a tall bunker.
Okay.
He's gonna have disadvantage, don't worry.
I was surprised he could actually even see me without leaning out. I'm up against the wall. I'm assuming the wall is not infinitely thin.
It's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like, yeah, you have
So,
partial cover.
let
so it
me
gets
do
disadvantage.
this so that you can see what I say. And you see that in the old D&D chat?
Oh, go to that window. Well, yeah, you see that big block where you can't see out? That's where I actually put my guy, but because it snaps to grid, I'm standing in front of an open window.
How about that? Now I can't see you. Now none of them can see you. In fact, now
That
the
seems
only
reasonable.
huh? Right? That's fine. Brad Yaga coming in hot with a 21. Okay, hang on. All right.
Well, I mean, I'm happy for him to take a shot at me. I have partial cover. I assume it's a disadvantage. Plus, I get a bonus to my AC. He's welcome to take the shot. I just thought I was standing where he couldn't see me.
Well, no, if that was your intent, man, then
Oh, okay.
like I said,
Cool.
I'll move you to right here, and now you can't be seen.
All right, cool.
This one, however, can draw a bead on Brad Yaga,
No.
and he will fire his heavy crossbow, which, if I remember correctly, is dex based, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he
Coin.
rolls a 6, and I mean, it's a heavy crossbow. It's kind of almost as big as he is. And then this Yutz, who can't really see anybody, move up here. And yeah, no, he can't see anybody either. Awesome.
Picture.
Oh, wait, actually right there, I can just see Brad Yaga right there. I'm using the vision thing. All right, well, we'll try that again.
Oh, that's a spread right there.
Yeah, that is. Heavy crossbow. Heavy crossbow. Heavy crossbow. What is
Does he
heavy?
not have disadvantage?
He has night vision. Does he need disadvantage?
It'd be nice.
Give me a reason why he has disadvantage.
Well, you were giving the other guy disadvantage, so I just assumed that the same conditions prevailed for this guy that for the other guy.
I think what he was thinking for disadvantage for me was that I was up against the outside of the wall, flat up against there. And
Well,
you're
no,
out away from
you
it.
couldn't be seen, but you know
Yeah.
what? In the interest of consistency, you will avoid that crit, and that will be God damn it, where'd my guy go? Yep, that's 7. Now the turn goes here. And so Varuuk, the guy in the nicer armor, he lunges at you with his war pick. And he rolls a pitiful 6, and he screams something. You don't speak Dwarvish, but you definitely speak profanity, and none of the words that he said to you were nice. And that brings us back to the top of the turn, getting cranked on with Broad Yaga.
All right. Well, I will use a bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark to this guy, who's the only person I can actually see.
Hunter's Mark it up. Not that one. This one.
This guy right here.
Blop. All right, then.
That's the one I can see.
That's the one you can see. Give it to him.
I will attempt to give it to him.
That gives it to him.
Then he will take 13 of my finest piercing damage.
That's, that is indeed fine piercing damage. And he does not like that. Is that he goes from being a healthy Durgar to a bloodied Durgar in one shot. Anything for Hoot? Oh, we should probably, I'm going to Siston, that prayer, oh healing that you did.
Mhm.
Would you have included Hoot in that? Can you?
6.
Yeah, I can do 6.
Okay, well
yeah.
then we are going to add 8 CP to the Hoot as
Okay.
well, and Broad Yaga as well. So
Oh, well, sweet. I would have let Hoot go in my place, but if I got 6 HP, I'm at full.
Yeah.
well, then take it up to full. You gained 8.
Oh,
Thank
8. So thank you. Thank you. This ridge here, is this area the lower area or the higher area?
This descends.
So the outer ring is
Higher,
the highest.
the lower.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hoot is going to go right there and take the hide action under that little ledge.
Under the ledge, gonna hide.
Yeah, he's gonna hide behind that ledge.
Then
That's a stealthy check.
that is a stealthy check. Give me a stealthy check.
Where's your stealthy check? Who?
Stealthy check. Stealthy check.
Stealthy check. Feeling mighty stealthy. All right. That's a 16 on the stealth. Hoot feels really good about learning how not to be seen.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's good. Good all around. Is that your turn, sir?
That's my turn.
Beautiful. Siston, you are up. Dolph, you are on deck.
All right, I'm going to gently come around carefully the tower until I can kind of see in.
Further south.
You're not going to see in from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit further.
Right there.
Yeah.
A little bit further,
Well, I can't, if you're,
right here.
that's where you can see, and you're looking at the
Oh.
window there.
I can't see anybody through this. Is that it?
I can't see
I-
what you're talking
Oh, it's
about.
because of the light. So you're getting a double shadow.
Okay.
Huh? From what?
So what she is seeing is into that window, but where she's looking in that window, my light is being occluded. So she has no light looking in where that person is.
Okay.
You scroll down just a little bit. So right there is inside, but that's
Mm.
dark, and that's light from my light shining in that window there.
Okay.
That's
So
why
I
Well, the
can't.
light
I,
shining in from the window. It's not that big of a spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't see anything in there. If I can't see a person from my vantage point, I can't see a
Yeah.
person. Is that
Do you actually have light going?
I do.
Okay.
but did you roll it into the room or did you?
No, it's just on my staff.
Yeah, it just goes there.
All right.
So if you highlight her and hit Control L, you can see what she can see.
Yeah, there's a guy right there. I'm not really sure why you can't see him, but he's definitely right there.
Oh, he has a mark on him.
He
I
does
thought he
have
was
a hunter's
dead.
mark on him. Oh, did you include your hunter's mark in your 13 points of archery damage?
Yeah, that was the 3.
That was a 3, right on.
I only did 10 with the arrow.
I don't know what to say to that. Yeah, that's not really sure why you can't see him. I can
No, I
see
can
him.
see him. I can see him. I just thought he was dead because he had a mark on him.
He is not dead.
Okay, then I am going to come up beside him and actually cast. I'm going to hit my shield and you're going to hear the resonating sound of the unweaving. And just as the people who were healed by that prayer of healing felt like things were weaving together, this distinctly feels like it is going apart.
It's the,
Like
it's the,
it is pulling things apart when I hit it.
the unweaving.
The unweaving.
Unweaving. I like it.
And he is missing, he's been hit.
Uh-huh.
So is the DC 14 wisdom save.
DC 14 wisdom save. Let's see. Well, no luck there.
Ah,
That is a 16 taking the first roll. So does he take half of that or
No.
No, it's a cantrip.
it's a cantrip. I carefully move back. I need to kind of count my movement from where I was. Oh yeah, I can move back behind this.
you hear, you hit your shield, you hear the tuning fork sound, and you definitely felt and experienced the unweaving sound and felt the surge, but it doesn't appear to have done anything to him. He seems pretty confident in his weavery.
Awesome.
Seems pretty weaved.
Awesome, pretty weird. All right, well then I move back and take my hiding. I've already done my action, and so I am doing
You're right there. All right.
Oh,
Oop.
Again, you
What?
see, hello? Can you hear me?
Oh,
we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Again, you
Okay.
see
okay.
reality
Okay.
start to ripple and warp, and you see the Feywild again at 2 points, and Dolph teleports to here. Because they can.
Jeez.
Because why not?
Wild magic is sweet considering you're level 3 and teleporting multiple times in a row.
Oh yeah, I can teleport as a bonus action until my rage ends.
That is
And
bonkers.
mhm.
But Ali, this was a random die roll that you got this right this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 1d8, and there's different things that can happen. If you want to check it out, check out D&D Beyond under Wild Magic Barbarian.
like,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
attack-
this sounds like my next class.
Can you move your mic a little closer to your mouth? It sounds like it's in a pocket almost.
it was probably because my mask was in the way of it.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Attack with my greatsword.
Jesus Christ.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Right?
Do you want
Exactly.
to crit
Absolutely.
or do you want to crit?
You emerge from the Feywild. You see the embiggened Durgar that was yelling battle cries and whatnot, and right in front of you. And
Wait, stop. Last time we fought, Dalen, or whatever the D name guy is named, gave me a critical hit, and that was a forced critical hit that I rolled. That wasn't actually what a fair dice roll. That was left over from last game. That was going to be a crit no matter what I rolled, because it was a forced critical hit, because Dalen had given me a 20 to roll last time we played.
Didn't you use it?
I don't think you used it.
She would have
No.
had, Ali, you would have had to have used it because I do it at the time
Yeah.
you're swinging before you make the roll.
Yeah, but the thing I did is I turned on the function on D&D Beyond to be able to roll
Oh, you
So
turned
it's
the
still
function
left, it's still turned on.
I apologize. I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. Okay. That's still a great roll. Your 22 is still a great roll.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you emerge from the
Still,
Feywild impaling them. Like
Yes.
your sword materializes in their stomach.
either way, crit or no crit, how do you want to do this?
it. I want to pull like the kitty pride. I want to like kind of teleport where my sword is already in it, and it's taking it out is doing the damage.
Yes,
I love that.
Nice.
that is my favorite use of teleportation.
Yes.
All righty. Well, the embiggening wears off, and he drops to the ground in a pile of lifelessness.
My favorite
What are
kinds of piles.
These over here.
Do what?
What are these over here?
What are these over where?
She's
I'm
pinging on the
pinging.
board.
I'm not seeing you ping.
Look north.
That's weird.
What are those?
Yeah.
Can you see them? Hold on. Let me see what you see.
Yeah.
Like
I can
goats.
see. Yeah, they look like deer or goats.
Those are absolutely goats. If you remember, there were goats that were taken
Yep.
from Caer Konig. So
Cool.
you
And
think maybe you have found the missing goats or dinner. It's up to you.
Great.
Porque no los dos?
Yep.
I'm gonna just move to. Oh, I have my movements. I'm just gonna move to here, and that's gonna be the end of my turn. Thank
Okay.
you.
So you should notice that you are standing on a wooden drawbridge over a pit, and kind of glancing down as you kind of get close to the edge, you see that the pit is probably 20, 30 feet deep, and there are rows of jagged and sharp looking spikes.
Well, then I'm gonna move up and go nope, and move back.
Okay. Well, just make sure you're not like standing on the edge there. So,
Life on the edge. I
Right,
prefer
right.
life back in the middle.
all righty. Is that Is that your murderific turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Beautiful. Croesus?
Murderific.
Croesus, you are up, and next up is Dalen.
And I gotta move closer. All
It's
right,
up to you,
well,
buddy. You can move up. closer.
seeing as he's seen some crossbow bolts exit from this turret here, we're going to move right here, right where I can see two dwarves or two dudes. And we're just going to make it very easy to be seen inside there. And let's see, let me just double check one thing here. Have I used my dragon's breath? I do not recall. Get to use it one more time. Yes, we're going to dragon's breath these guys.
That is a cone, is it not?
No, so as a red dragon born, a colored dragon, the fire is actually a straight line for chromatic dragonborns.
And how long is that line?
I'll move if I need to, but it is 30 feet. 30 feet line.
30 feet, he says. I mean, you can almost make it to the other wall inside there. So yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Seems
So-
pretty good.
That's gonna happen.
Okay.
I will take an action on my turn and it will replace blah blah blah. Do I have there it is? Does that roll the right things? No, just put it in chat. Okay, let me see if I can get it to roll.
You can just click one of the 1d10s you see there. and
Oh, I
it'll
see
roll
that.
it.
Cool. It's a dex save DC 10. That would be why.
Deck save of the DCs and the 10. Okay. This is first
DC
guy.
12. Sorry, DC 12. I was thinking of the D10 I was rolling. All right, so they take half of 7.
Which is 3.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. You you assign him 3. Why is it doing that? Okay, you assign him 3 points of the fires, and this one 3 points of the fires. The one close to the wall starting to look kind of rough.
While they're busy figuring out how they just got firebombed,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to move back to this corner. So
Yes.
so
The,
that I have lots of cover.
Indeed.
I was enjoying having a meat shield there for a second.
Right.
I am not the meat shield you were looking for, sir.
Is that your turn?
That will be my turn. Yes.
All righty. Dalen, you are up. Varuuk, you are on deck.
I'm gonna step to in front of the window, reach into a pouch, pull out some sand, mutter some words. And the first 20 hit points, starting from lowest to highest of creatures in that room will fall asleep.
Is not directional. It starts and then works its way up, right?
Yeah,
So the guy by what's gonna happen there? No. Okay. That guy, the guy there, you can't see in there.
no, I'm looking in right, well,
Oh, you're looking in
I
there.
step to look in, yeah, like this.
Okay. Well, the one by the window,
Yep,
he drops, snoozing, just, he's sweet dreams, sweet dreams. There's not a good sleep thing. You kidding me?
I know.
Uh,
I need to buy
Huh.
some extra packs, yeah.
Well, I made one very easily, and I'll hand it to you. I believe there's like a Z thing. Second one. The second one is a good sleepy, and it's called Sleepy.
That is sleepy. Okay. Well, he's, he looks like he's asleep.
All right. Any of the other two?
Negative.
Damn it. All right. I move a little bit further around to where I'm not in front of a window again.
That seems like a good idea. All righty. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Varuuk, you are up. And then
Let's step up there to next to this Rogic guy.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna attempt to shove him off the platform.
I mean, why attack with a weapon when you can attack and just instant kill people?
Exactly.
That's exactly the plan.
Okay, so this is a contested strength check, basically, right?
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics.
Ooh.
It is a tie, which means he kind of, you're like, pah, and he's like,
So I look at him. It's exactly that scene from Star Trek when the Klingon headbutts Data. Oh.
right? Yeah, he's just kind of looking at you, and he actually lifts up a finger, and goes, but it's in Dwarvish, so you don't understand.
Right.
You get the finger waggle though.
That kind of response requires no language.
Right, it does. You are correct.
It crosses barriers.
Are you dodging again? Is that a
No, that was I can only do that because of the action surge.
gotcha.
That was my action to
Alrighty. Is that you?
Yep.
Okie doke. Well, Project like kind of laughs at you, and then he swings his war pick at you for a looks like a 22. But we take the one on the left, so it is if that is a 4 points of the piercings.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what he's got. Now, everybody else. So this guy is going to swing his picks of the war, and he's going to horribly miss. These guys don't have reach, do they? No. Okay. Well, this guy's gonna kind of move down here. Is that gonna put him? Yeah, that'll put him in there. He will he'll take a step up and swing on his war pick at you. And he will also miss because these Durgar evidently kind of suck. All righty, so this guy moves up, so that's that one. Oh yeah, my tower guys, my blockade guys. Sleeping is you don't get a saving throw against it, right? You just snooze till it's done, unless you wound them, right?
Or so another creature can use their action to shake them awake.
Okay. That's that is a thing. But before we go doing that, we're going to do this and this. And yeah, neither one of them seem to be smart enough to figure that out. So
I mean, I
this
wouldn't
guy,
think your
right?
DC would be that high on that.
You know. Okay, right there, that guy can see, I can draw a line and see Broad Yaga, but there will be a disadvantage on this. So whichever's luck, it doesn't matter. They're both just, you know, these guys are just, they're not scary. They're just not scary. You think they are, but they're really not. And then this guy is he's gonna move up here. No, not there. Oh, I just moved the wrong guy. Sorry, guys. I swear I'm not immediately terrible. Okay, this guy can very much see Broad Yaga, and he's going to, he's just gonna try again. And okay, well, it would be that guy's turn, but he's dead. So Broad Yaga, top of the turn. It is all you.
All right, I will use a bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark to the new guy who just stepped up.
This one?
The guy that just shot me and missed horribly.
That would be this guy. So we will remove that and we will add where'd he go? Where'd he go? Skull and crossbones. You're in here somewhere. Or maybe, you know what? Right there. Hard to miss. All right. Go for it.
All right. I will draw an arrow. I will knock an arrow. I will draw a bead on that guy who just missed me so horribly and say in Dwarvish, surrender and I'll teach you how to fucking shoot. And I am readying an action to pop him in the face if he does anything hostile.
He looks your direction, kind of unbelieving that someone not a member of his race speaks a language he understands, and he says, stay where you are and I will that's a terrible thing. Now it's like Croesus. Stay where you are and I will show you how to die.
That sounds like a hostile action. I let the arrow fly.
Yeah, it does. It's pretty hostile.
I mean,
Hostile, doggy style, any style. Yep.
now I've got to make this. This is
Yeah, you
a
do.
bad time to miss.
Right, because if you
Fuck you.
That's crit.
Oh, that's great.
Oh boy. Well,
That is
Wow.
phenomenal.
that
I
is
love that.
14 plus 8. How many points is that?
That is 22 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You how do you want to do this?
Wow.
I want to, right as his mouth is beginning to close from the last word he spoke, I just want the arrow to go straight through his fucking mouth and out the back of his head.
Oh, it goes, then he goes like,
Show you how to die.
you can tell very briefly, he, number one, thinks you're an asshole, and number two, regrets what he said as he
Yeah.
drops live.
I mean, I could have taught him how to do that. Oh, I love it when the dice actually fucking back up my big mouth.
That was pretty great right there. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for me.
I mean,
And on that
that's
bombshell.
that. Yeah. And on that note,
Hoot will take the dodge action.
dodging
Just a-
again, dodge it up. All righty. Siston,
Awesome.
you are up.
All
Dolph,
right.
you are
I'm-
on deck immediately behind Siston.
I'm gonna be looking into this tower. So is that the guy right in front of the arrow slit where I am asleep?
He is. You think you're beginning to hear him snore.
Awesome. And I see, and the other guy that I can see is dead.
Yeah, you basically see a gray-skinned dwarf with an arrow sticking out of his mouth, like you could see like the fletching, the haft and the fletching just sort of like get up against his lips, and the arrows all the way through his head. And
Is the, yeah, that's awesome. So when I look through this slit, there is a guy kind of to the lower part. Is he
that one,
asleep?
that guy right there,
Is he asleep or awake?
he is not asleep. In fact, he looks pretty healthy. He's loading up his heavy crossbow, and he's beginning to look for a target.
Awesome. Well, I'm almost out of spells, but I have cantrips for some range on it. So he's getting that toll.
You know,
Is he missing any hit points?
He is not.
All right.
He is a completely healthy, not wisdom. Mega wisdom save, you asshole.
Yay! 3 whole points of
saving
damage.
throw.
Well, you assign him 3 points of
Necrotic.
necrotic damage. He feels part of his flesh begin to unravel.
It's not a good feeling.
He doesn't appear to like it.
That's more than a feeling.
Yeah, he's
Feeling. All right, I'm gonna creep
does
around.
not drop his crossbow though.
All right. Well, I'm creeping around the corner.
All righty then, Dolph, you are up.
So
Croesus,
I
you are up.
have a couple questions.
Lay it on me.
So the doors are large, right? So that's only one size bigger than us, right?
They are large, correct?
Cool. And if I moved to here where I'm pinging, could I push that guy into the ravine?
You absolutely could if you can pull it off.
Okay, so I'm gonna move. Let's see, how far do I need to be? Okay, so that's 10 feet of my movement. I'm gonna move 10 feet here, and I'm gonna teleport 30 feet to here.
Yep.
And I'm going to, because he's probably looking at me and I'm suddenly behind him, and I'm going to shove him. I have advantage because it's athletics and I'm raging.
Nice. Do it.
21. Yeah.
Versus 12. And he doesn't even really notice that you're there. He's like, what? And then the next thing he knows, he's plunging down, and the last thing he sees is a bunch of spikes, and then he doesn't. So
Yeah.
very, very good. Very good.
And that's the end of my turn.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good use of turn there.
Yeah.
All right. So
Crocious?
he's,
Is it Croesus's turn?
it is Croesus's turn. Okay.
Croesus is going to, let's see, take a step here and kind of take a look.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, I guess there's a dead dwarf that he probably can't see very well because he's on the floor. And then there's the one that's sleeping, is probably on the floor and can't see.
No, you can. I mean, these arrow slits. Have you guys ever seen arrow slits?
I'm
They
just,
actually- they pretty much go from floor to ceiling. I mean, the whole point of them is for them to be able to shoot arrows at any angle.
okay.
So yeah, if you wish to shoot the one that's sleeping, because he's sleeping, that is an auto crit, if I remember right.
If you are within 5 feet of them.
Does that, what about ranged spells?
It's just if you were within 5 feet of them.
If he's prone and it's a range spell, you're gonna be at disadvantage.
Correct. Well, if you hit, it's a crit.
What if I hit with a spell that doesn't make an attack, but is a save? Like a dexterity save that they cannot make.
Then you can't crit on those.
Croesus,
that-
do you have a weapon of any sort?
Yeah, we're just gonna reach through and stab him.
There you go. It's
I
an
have
auto
daggers.
crit, so just if you have a thing that says force critical.
Let me find it. Where would I find?
Don
It would
wants
be
to remind
going to
everybody
D&D
that he wants to, that we wanted to leave one alive to question it. And he yelled that out. So you may have
Oh.
forgotten it because we're not really in battle. But if you were really in battle and this was just like 18 seconds ago, you would really remember it.
All right. Well, I guess I like find a way to like incapacitate him with a dagger.
He's
The
already
sleepy one?
asleep.
He's asleep.
Well,
That's
then,
the kind of, that's the other thing is when you look in, it will be very obvious that he's already incapacitated.
incapacitated. All right. Well, I guess if he's the only one still left alive in there, then I'm
He's
not.
not.
No, there's one over on the where I was standing, where the place where I was standing. There was one. I don't think you can reach him with a dagger, but he.
Nope, I see him
that
now.
other
Yeah,
one
you
is
can.
fine.
That's within 5
Yeah.
feet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not asleep though,
He is not asleep.
so that's okay. I just say hello and light a fire under his ass,
Of course you
quite
can.
literally, for all to see.
Okay. Well,
DC 13 or take 5.
against. Oh, okay. Is it dexterity?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, apparently in anticipation, he's like, "Oh no, my ass! Right away!" So he takes half of 5.
Nope, it's a cantrip.
Oh, it is a cantrip. This is true. Well, that's fine. There's still a bonfire under his butt.
And there's light in there now for anybody.
There is light.
That's true.
Yes. And then we will finish our movement, I guess, here. Drive. Can I actually do that? Let me measure real quick. Nope, not quite. Well, was there? Yeah, no, not quite. So if I was here, I'll take a step back there. Kind of. I want to be exactly right where you are. Oh no, this was 30 feet. Sorry. I moved exactly where I can't move from here. So yeah, that's okay. I'll take that. All right, well. That is end of my turn.
Uh-huh. Does that make a difference? Can you guys see better now? Can you see light in there now?
If I'm looking in the window, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I like it. You place a light source. That's very cool.
Yeah, I made a little JPEG token
Yep.
that I just used. It's just called light token.
Yep. Nice.
Comes in handy for moments like this. All right, Dalen, you notice that Croesus did not, in fact, murder Hobo, the sleeping Durgar, and then he lit a fire literally under his ass. The other guy. So that's where you're at.
I take a glance in. Is the trap door still closed behind them?
Make a perception check.
9. Wow.
It's not very high. I mean, it looks like it's closed, but
Okay.
But you also are smart enough to know that after they emerged and they are emerging into an ambush or a combat situation, they closed it so that no one accidentally stumbled down the hole.
I'm going to lean in and cast magic missile. That'll be kind of rolled a 1 + 1. So how many is it? 3? Yeah. So 2, 4, 6 points of damage on the one that's still standing.
All righty. Give me some flavor.
Oh, as he's dodging back away from the fire that Croesus put and not paying attention, I just blast one to the base of his skull, or 3 right to the base of his skull.
Nice. All righty. Varuuk.
Oh, before my end of my turn, can I climb through? If now that there's nothing on the other side, can I? Is it wide enough for me to climb through?
Um,
I'm not tiny, but I'm not big.
maybe with a high enough dex check. They're not. I mean, I would say they're maybe. All right. Yeah, you can climb in there. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna step in, and yeah, there's one of these is a little bit wider than the other or whatnot. I'm able to step in, and I'm gonna immediately move over to the sleeping one, and then next turn I'm gonna see about tying him up.
Okay, that'll work.
Cool.
Varuuk.
We're
Thanks,
going for attempt number 2 on Broderick.
Do it.
I got a 22.
He can only match that.
Negative.
Poof.
Yeah, you guys have figured out the strength and the weakness of the drawbridge as he goes a tumble again. There's that brief yelp of surprise, and then and then silence.
So I look over at Sandal. I go, this is fun.
You get a big thumbs up, and yeah, it is.
And then I will second win for 5 hit points.
Oh, murder. It's so fun.
Sorry, guys, I'll be right there. Real. Promise. Okay. Well, I am rapidly, and I do mean rapidly, running out of Durgar here. So yeah. So let's see what these guys are gonna do. You guys are really good at the murders. So this one is he's gonna step over here and take a swingaling with his war pick.
Ring-a-ling.
A swingaling. And yeah, that's that. Notice they're +4. And that's an 11. All right. Cool. Cool. And so now these remaining 2 fellas are going to take some swipes at you. War pick.
Okay, one of those hit.
So 1 hits for on the right hand side, so it's 11 points of the piercings, and the other one misses you terribly.
Is this the difference between like one-handed swinging and two-handed swinging?
It's the difference between normal size and embiggened size.
Ah.
Oh.
Embiggened is 2d8 plus 2.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I get 1d8 extra on my attacks too, just from that feature. But I've been shoving people off cliffs, so you know.
I mean, you've taken 11 points of damage, and you're well on your way. You and Dolph are well on your way to just murdering the whole war party here. So I think it's okay.
Yeah,
I think it's okay. So
everything's fine.
meanwhile, here in the thing, this guy has to make a deck save. Is that right? Deck save. Deck save. And that is a 7. I'm guessing that does not dodge your fire of the bonds. Crisis. Croesus. Bonfire. Give me some damage.
Who got hit with the bomb?
Man, that's what I get for like walking away and turning on the sound and muting everything like 7 times.
Uh-huh.
7 does not. So he takes the 5 damage that I rolled, or what was it? It was 5 damage.
Takes
Who
the
took that
5, huh?
damage?
Okay.
I didn't think there was anybody
Taking
alive.
my 5. All right. Well, he takes that damage, and
He's still alive. He's been alive.
he's going to move over to here, and he's going to see, much to his delight, another guy left. Actually, he's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep. He's going to run up beside you, Dalen, and on the way, he's going to drop his crossbow. He's going to draw his war pick and take a swing at you.
Well, damn it, dude. When you said give me color, I thought you meant it was kind of like a how do you want to do this thing? I didn't realize that guy was still standing. But that's cool. I guess he swung, he fumbled.
Have I mentioned these guys are terrible?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Have I mentioned I don't
like,
mind today?
I think I've made like 3 hits the whole time. But anyway, he's standing next to you. You do notice that he looks pretty jacked up. Like he's visibly bloodied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My pants are a little wet because I did not realize he was still standing, but I was missed, so I will live to blast another day. Very
Indeed.
good, very good.
I mean, if I keep rolling ones, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Top of the turn, Broad Yaga.
Okay. Who needs killing?
Yep, Assistant Songsayer, you are up.
Awesome.
This is
Well,
a guy here,
Where?
right here. where
That's
I'm
Broad
picking.
Yaga.
No, I'm Broad Yaga.
No, that is Varuuk.
Yes.
Oh. So that's a guy.
Where?
Just past him.
That absolutely is.
All right. Let's see. Where can I go that I've got line of sight around Varuuk's big ass?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
I can shoot him from here. That's, well, how far away is that? Oh, that's well in longbow range.
Oh yeah. Almost
Uh,
without trying.
So bonus action hunters mark that dude.
Oh yeah.
And let's pop him. If a 19 hits, he will take 9 of the piercings.
9 of the piercings, and then some more of the thing. So
No, hunters.
total 9.
It's total of 9.
Total of 9. Yes, that absolutely is it. You sink an arrow through the scale mail and the shield, and he's kind of been focused on the suddenly really big guy that's kind of like boom, 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 and he didn't really. He's like, the fuck. It's pretty.
And the teleporting person that just keeps teleporting around.
They don't even really know what to think of that. Embiggening, they get. Bouncy pounce, they don't.
And Hoot is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, dash, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70.
Nice. So not hiding anymore.
No, he is running up, ready to assist. He feels emboldened by his master's critical hit last round.
I mean, that was a pretty sweet critical hit. Okay. Well then, Siston, you're up. Dolph and the teleporting travel pants, you're up after that.
All right.
Teleporting travel.
It's the best I had at the moment.
Not bad.
I mean, I didn't say it was bad. It was just. Sorry, go ahead.
Because I am limited on range attacks and I don't necessarily want to go in, I am going to hit my shield and cast on the toll on our guy. And I know he's now missing hit points. So the 3 necrotic damage with on a D12 is very.
Oh, man.
Oh, I think it is just rolling my plus. I don't think it's actually rolling the D12. Or do I get a plus on a cantrip? Maybe it was. Well, anyway, he gets to make a wisdom save.
Yeah. DC 14 wisdom.
That's
This is
one.
the I'm guessing this is the guardhouse guy.
Yep.
Yep, the guardhouse guy.
Okay, well, oddly enough, these guys advantage on saving throws against poison spells and illusions.
Oof.
So, I've been neglecting that, which is bogus.
Yay.
Yay, he
Doesn't
got-
really matter, does it?
Thankfully, nobody was casting a poison spell on him.
Right? So, yeah, he was wounded. Is that the right? Is that the
Yeah,
right roll?
it is. That is a 3 on a D12. That is.
Nice.
I've been sucking at damage rolls. Just gonna also put that out there.
Well, you have assigned him more necrotic damage. He's kind of starting to look super concerned about the way he seems to be, rotting.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of
Yeah.
any wounds that he took are actually like getting slightly bigger. And it may be a little concerning. And I will again move out of the way of this and trying to decide whether I need to.
You're trying to figure out right here.
Mhm. You think you got this?
Sure. I'm a tank. Taking on 3 of these guys, not a problem.
I'll stay in the area and just out of
I'm a carefully crafted
Yeah.
Fabergé tank.
I think I'm gonna let the big uns take the big uns.
All righty. Then Dolph, you were up. Croesus. You
So a couple questions. Did someone try to attack me last round? Did the guy
they
in front of me try to
did.
attack
Yeah,
me?
they absolutely did. They failed, but
They-
yeah, they did.
Okay, cool. Cool, because I was wondering, because I was like, oh, I don't remember them attacking me. What's the skull and crossbones on this guy mean?
Hunter's mark.
Got it. If I stood here, could I push that guy off?
You need to be more like here.
All right, so
Probably.
I have to, okay.
That's actually a better spot anyway, Alan.
Do what?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You want to be within 5 feet of me.
Why?
I have big shield.
Ah, okay. Then I will move. I will teleport. Let me make sure that's within 30 feet. It's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I will teleport to there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
25 feet. So perfect. Move, teleport to there, and I'm gonna push this guy, and I have advantage because I'm raging. I did.
Lol.
Lol is right.
Poof.
So Rajaga, you feel your hunter's mark has like suddenly freed up because this guy goes sailing again. There's that and then silence.
And that's the end of my turn. Thank you very
You guys
I have
have
this feeling that they're supposed to be doing this to us.
well, I mean, at this point, I might as well fucking try it because I'm definitely not hitting you with any weapons. That's for sure. Oh, so sad. Sad. Sad, I tell you. Okay. I mean, there's only 2 left in there. You guys are going to fill the pit up if you keep it up.
Gonna hear. "Ah! Kudunk, kudunk." I'm not dead yet.
Right? Croesus, you are up.
Mm.
Galen, you are
Well,
next.
Copy
now
that.
that we've established that this guy isn't dead yet,
Mhm.
see, I saw him move that way, so I'm going to move to this arrow slit. And we're going to attempt to, I guess, I'll keep the bonfire where it is. I'm going to chill touch him
You're going to
and
touch it.
hope that that does what it needs to be. 16. Oh, I hope that's good enough.
What is that to hit?
Yes.
Mm. That is exactly what you wanted.
That's great.
That is great.
Takes 7 necrotic damage.
And you know, in combination with all that other, he's growing very concerned.
Yes. So Croesus moves over where he can see. He's, keeping track of his target, and you kind of just see him, like his hand kind of like reaches out and then like closes on tight. And if you're inside, like Dalen is, he just kind of sees this shattery, ghost hand kind of materialize out of the darkness around this drugger's throat and just kind of squeeze tightly. And before it just kind of it looks like it's going to like finish the job, and then it just sort of like squeezes through and like dematerializes, and the drugger
Yeah,
gets to continue breathing.
You feel like I mean, his body is largely covered with like black patches of not rotting, just dead flesh.
Frostbite.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to just continue moving into cover right
Mhm.
here.
All right. Dalen.
Looking over at this thing that's moved up and hearing the toll and then seeing the chill touch and going, I was so focused on the one that was down, I did not realize that this guy was still there. I fling up a hand in instinct and cast another magic missile with a roll of a 1. But
How do you want to do this?
Thank you. This time, the 3 hit him in the base of the skull. These hit him in between the eyes.
Nice. Right on. Okay. Yeah, he drops.
Anybody in my immediate vicinity, instead of hearing my normal priest almost like intoning, it's more of this, but it still fires off correctly.
Yeah, Croesus and Siston, if you hear what you're pretty sure is like squeals of delight coming from
Maybe fear, who knows?
them.
Whatever.
I mean, if that's
Never
their
heard
kink.
them,
Yeah.
so it may be terror, it may be delight.
I for my movement, just in case, I'm gonna go stand on the thing at the top of the trap door until I kind of catch my breath, and then I'll see about tying the one that's still asleep up.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Varuuk.
Well, surprise to no one.
Mm. Oh,
That's only a 15.
so you say there's a chance.
They're saying there's a chance.
Not
No,
a
there's
good one,
not.
apparently.
No, no, there's not. There's the familiar so
What is your favorite color?
he manages to go down. This side is getting kind of full of Durgar bodies. It really is. Like there's almost not enough room for his body to fall down in there, but there's just enough. But it's getting crowded in there, guys.
But once they die, would their embiggen not go away and they shrink
Oh
down?
yeah, it sure would. Oh yeah. Hold on. I
Now
have
there's
a
plenty of
solution
room for more
this.
bodies.
You need to grab one of their weapons before they die. So when they shrink, the weapon is still embiggened.
Yeah. All right, and since I am larger size than Sandal, I'm gonna walk over him, just like between my legs, and get in front of this guy. And that's my turn.
All righty. Well done. I mean, even though they are now, medium sized, you've stacked up quite a few. I just want you to know, you stacked up quite a few. There's one embiggened guy left. And yeah, that's how it's gone for these guys. Yep. Warriors of the Durgar, mighty and rapidly dropping off the face of the planet. Yeah, okay. So the one that is remaining, the one that is remaining steps over here because he doesn't want to be anywhere near the pit. And
we install a pit, create chokehold.
Right.
Good idea.
Right.
Nope.
He is absolutely taken a war pick swingola. And no. Rolled a 4 on a D20. Just, you took the dodge action. You didn't need it. You didn't. Okay. Well, I think he's just so overjoyed at not being near the rapidly filling pit of the corpses of his brethren that he feels pretty good. It's probably going to be short-lived, but you know. All right. Is that everybody? That is everybody. Everybody else dead. Uh-huh. Okay. Dead. So cool. Okie doke. Nice. Okay. Nope. Broad Yaga, you are up. Sistan on Sayer.
All right. I'm not gonna move Hunter's Mark because I need my bonus action to tell Hoot to go fuck somebody up. But I will shoot that guy.
Yeah. You should.
16 to hit.
That is exactly the number you needed.
He takes 7 points of damage. Ignore that 2. I forgot to turn off Hunter's Mark. And then I'll use my bonus action to tell Hoot to just go fuck him up. So Hoot is going to run up here, which is exactly how far he can run. Come on, Hoot. Come on. Do it, buddy.
Come on, Hoot.
Make Daddy proud.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's yeah. Maybe it's the altering his trajectory he had to do to kind of get around the super big Varuuk, or maybe it's just because he's kind of like shocked and happy to be doing something. He just can't quite seem to connect.
Yeah. Poor Hoot. Good job, buddy. Good try.
Right. Good try, man. Good try.
Good hustle. Good hustle.
All right. Sistan, you were up.
All
Dolph,
right.
You are next.
I'm going to join my friend inside the tower.
Make
And
a
if,
dex check to get in the door.
awesome.
Roll the one.
I did not do well.
No.
I'm
No,
like,
you
you
did
just
not.
go around to the one to the south. It's bigger. Go around to
Okay.
the one to the south.
Hold on. Siston,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to give you an opportunity here
Uh-huh.
I'm listening.
to do something that that your character could probably do to make it through a small space. And I'm going to leave that suggestion at that.
You're hearing yourself. It's not worth it.
All right. I become, I don't know that anybody's watching with the heat of battle, but if you were, my action would be, I would get kind of longer and thinner and
Mhm.
kind of slide through that.
Give me a
You
dex
see-
check with advantage.
You see me kind of slip through it and not make it, and maybe a little bit of curse word coming out, and then
Yeah, you
Chris
make it
sees
with
that and he's like,
17.
what
You
the
don't- you don't
F?
need the- You don't need the next one. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. You make it through.
But as I'm in the room,
Now, as
if
you're in the
you
room,
notice, I'm a little bit thinner
All right.
than
Dalen, give
you
me a
kind of
perception
remembered me being.
You're looking good.
give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Dalen,
I
does
didn't
not
notice a damn. I'm looking at the trap door.
he just kind of looks over and you're like, oh yeah, hey, what's up?
So,
And you're like,
Rolling this thing.
I don't know. We can roll a lot, apparently, a
Wow.
lot of ones.
mhm,
Did you
mhm.
have like ice cream or something?
I
Oh,
want ice cream.
I want ice cream.
Right? Everybody wants ice cream. Dolph,
Come on.
Yeah.
I want to teleport again. I want to teleport to
you
here.
absolutely should.
'Cause
And now you
I'm
will have
a
advantage
mil-
because you're flanking.
Yeah,
Nice.
22 to hit.
All right, that absolutely hits. All
9
right.
points of damage. And again, the sword just gonna kind of appear in him, and I'm gonna take it out when I teleport over there. And that's the end of my turn.
that he is, he's surprised, and he's just kind of really starting to think that maybe, just maybe, this whole Durgar outpost thing was a bad idea. But that's the price you pay for choosing to be a bad guy. Croesus, you're up. Dalen.
Well, seeing as Croesus can't teleport or make himself skinny
Mhm.
to fit through this, he's a big dragon. He's a big boy. He's gonna go follow the other guys and be,
Yeah, you should. You should.
And before he departs, he's gonna look at Dalen and say, "Be careful if you go down through the trap door," and then measures 30 feet.
Mhm.
Here. He'll move there. And then let me scroll my map to see if I can see anybody. I see nobody, so I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
And that's that.
Beautiful.
Keep my bonfire right where it is. Maintain concentration.
Sure. Dalen. Varuuk, you're after Dalen.
I'm going to move up to the one that's sleeping and pull out my rope. It's actually a roped belt. Unloop it and start tying him up.
That's a rope trick.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to make a bondage check for me.
I'm going to say that's probably charisma.
Ask
Say-
Robert for help. He
You have to
knows about
say,
fire.
you have to, what you have to do is you have to say charisma, Christian Grey is a pussy 3 times. And then
Yeah.
it works.
I made a dex check, acrobatics, basically.
Yeah. You feel pretty you feel pretty confident that he is secure.
All right. Also stuff something in his mouth. If he wakes up, he wakes up. But he's not gonna be able to
Dirty.
make noise. Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
you need to get a saucer of warm water.
Yeah,
You make him pee himself.
Yes.
absolutely do.
First, I pull out some toothpaste. I put it on his fingers.
All
Then I
right.
blow on his face.
Yeah, absolutely. You get the because if you make him sleep outside and he pees
Yeah.
himself, you're gonna freeze to death. And you're gonna wake up with frozen urine.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
And at this temperature, it actually probably happens fairly
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah, it would. Okay.
Like, I would imagine it loses its heat within a minute.
Mm-hmm. 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 Varuuk, got something special for me?
I'm actually gonna take a swing at this game for once.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah, I
The
mean,
grip's not there anymore.
why wouldn't you? Oh yeah. Yeah, that connects. How do you want to do this, buddy?
And it's also I do another D6. Nice. All right. I only use part of my movement. I'm gonna clock him in the head, and when he falls unconscious, I'm gonna grab his leg and I'm gonna drag him over to the pit and throw him in the pit.
I mean, cleaning up the mess, right?
That's right.
You toss him in the hole, and he's super dead and holy, and at least he's not lonely.
And then I walk back over to Sandalphon and put up high five, or like it'd be waist high for me.
Right. Well, that concludes our combat. Play the victory music here.
How many of my arrows am I able to reclaim?
Give me survival or nature, whichever one's better.
That would be survival considerably. 16.
You find them all.
Excellent.
Not really hard to do. I mean, basically,
Actually, I'm going to assume I didn't find one because one of them is in a monster that got shoved into the pit, and I'm not going down there after it.
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
I mean, you can if you want to. I'm just saying.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Gotcha. Very cool. All right then. Well, guys, that is that's a pile of corpses right there. So
Excellent.
Process just kind of like walks to the door and then like looks over and he's like, "Oh, okay then."
Yeah, I assume we're all gathering in here now. Who wants a celebratory bio break?
I think that is a good idea.
Yeah, I'll take one.
All right. Fair enough. Okay, it is 9:38. We'll meet back here at 9:50. How about that? I'll pause.
Sounds
Sounds
recording.
good.
All right. So we shall resume recording.
Oh, it's not in the recording because he paused it, and I've moved it over.
Well,
That's cool. So for those of you watching, we were talking about you behind your back in the game chat,
mhm.
but we realized that it was actually the game chat was visible, so we hid it so you guys can't see what we're talking about. And so when you guys watch this recording, you'll just kind of see a pause as we jump from bio break to non-bio break, and we just talked a lot about you behind your back.
Right.
Any boo boo.
Absolutely. So, so the bodies have hit the floor, or in some cases, the spikes at the bottom of the pit, and you have emerged victorious. As a result, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna search the bodies in here. Poof, I got a 7. Hopefully the DC's not too bad. Assistant, can you help me with this?
Corrosis is going to
Yeah.
search for the entrance to the little defending. What are we calling this thing? Not little porthole. not porthole,
Do it, or you want-
the tower. That you
Well,
can't
technically speaking, it is a bunker.
bunker. That's the
Bunker.
word I was looking for. Thank you. I'm gonna look for the what I would presume to be the entrance to the bunker from the main fortification here, with the intent of meeting the companions midway.
Okay. You got a long way to go, man.
Joe, if system wants to help Dalen search, does she have to make above a DC to make it give me advantage, or how
No.
how do you run that?
Nah, you're just searching is searching, you know.
So my large size condition is up for probably about another 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that 30 seconds to like go over and like break open the goat's cell and try and look around, see if there's anything else that could be useful.
Okay. Kind of tell me where we're going. Kind of tell me. You easily free the goats. That's not even that's not even a challenge for you at all.
And are there any more doors around here?
That is noisy.
As he frees the goats, I will try to soothe the goats.
Wow, that's some rolls, man.
So they are looking at you all kind of like with big old wide goat eyes, but they don't appear to be like running off.
I also help.
Do what? You'll help. I'll help. You both. You have both. These are some. It's kind of like if you gave them like Xanax. They're handy. They're good.
Okay.
They
That's
are good. So you're gonna go over here, are you? Okay, fair enough. Well, there you go. Okay, so let me first off, let me describe the room that you're in, guys. Because I don't think it'll make any kind of a difference. So this hall is devoid of decoration. For those of you standing in the room with the a frozen well stands near the hallway. I know what you're thinking. What frozen well? And that would be this right here. That's the frozen well. And 3 iron cages are pushed against the wall. That would be these guys right there. One of them doesn't take a whole lot of thinking or doing to figure it out, but this cage held the ogre zombie. And then you have the nervous goats, which you have released. And the third cage is empty. Leaning against a wall near the cages is a wooden dog sled with ice clinging to it. And that is this room. Croesus.
Yep.
You open the door and it opens into a large, nearly empty room. Snow has drifted into the corners. Frost covers the stone walls. 3 barred openings overlook the snow-covered grounds outside the stronghold. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Croesus goes to kind of look outside at the world.
Well, Croesus is able to see through there. So
Cool.
there you go. There is a right here is a stairway going up.
And he takes it up.
All righty. Well, you as you kind of enter this room, you see piles of equipment pushed against the walls. There's like 2 suits of scale mail that are dwarven size, a couple of shields, some war picks, a bunch of javelins. There are 2 climbers kits and 4 mess kits. There is also a trap door to the south.
Croesus is reasonably certain that that trapdoor goes to the bunker.
Make an intelligence check with double advantage.
All right, don't fail me now, dice. Where's okay? There it is. Intelligence check.
Robert, are you writing down the loot?
Negative. I was not writing down loot. Sorry. What was that roll? That rolls. Okay, I need to roll 2 more because I'm not rolling. Twice.
Mhm, you sure do.
Oh,
There
we
you go.
Yeah, you are absolutely
There you go.
certain that from when you were looking out the barred window there, looking at the position of the bunker, and looking at the position of this, it is a straight line south to the bunker. So you are 100% confident that if you open that trap door, you would find a ladder and a tunnel that led to another ladder and a trap door that let you out into the bunker.
While Croesus is standing where he is, he's going to use Mage Hand to open the bunker door. Since you used the phrase trap door.
Mm-hmm. Make a dexterity save.
Dexterity.
Yeah, nothing happens, but the mage hand opens the door.
Cool.
Is the door open behind me?
No,
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
trap door.
Oh, it's the bottom one. Okay, got it.
Cool.
So I'm
Um,
going to put here is the stuff from the armory. And okay. So are you going to descend the ladder?
No, Croesus is going to wait here, thinking that by this time, surely Dayland has decided to open his end of the door and start traversing into the keep. And he will wait here.
Okay.
He might
Well,
call
we're
out to
gonna-
Dayland and just say, "Dayland, are you down there?"
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Cool.
And we're going to
Happy
go
with
to looks like Varuuk, you have followed Croesus.
Yeah, I'm escorting him while he's looking around.
Right on. As your embiggening worn off.
It should by this point, yeah.
Okay. Super cool ability though, right? Okay. Where is everybody? Okay, so Dolph, Hoot, and Bradyaga, you are in the entrance hall. And you know that your 2 of your friends scampered that way to the west, and there's a kind of like a 10-foot wide opening into this room here, Dolph, that you can easily see.
I'm frolicking with goats and Hoot.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually,
Well-
is there a Dwergar corpse that's not down in the pit that I can have easy access to anywhere?
There's this one right here, and that is the non-embiggened corpse of the leader.
Oh, has anybody searched the leader?
No?
Then I will search the leader.
I
You
thought I
mean-
took his ass off the side.
No. He's the only one left right here. He's the only one that didn't wind up in the hole. Because
I killed him.
yeah. So, okay.
And then I'm gonna send you a message, Joe. Regardless of my
Okay.
what I find in the search, I have a thing I need to do.
You have a thing that you need to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
But go ahead and tell me what, if anything, is found on the body.
Give me just a second.
Okay.
and I will tell you. Hmm. So other than his scale mail and shield and war pick being of slightly better, but mechanically, he doesn't have, there's nothing interesting on his corpse other than, you know, kind of what you see.
All right, then I will, after I do the thing I said I would do,
Yep.
I kick his body into the pit.
All righty. Okay. Well, boop. Down he goes into the hole with everybody else. Okay.
Get in the hole.
He is in the hole.
That's your hole.
Okay. Dolph, are you there,
Yeah.
Dolph? Dolph, are
Yep,
you there, Dolph?
right here.
Dolph,
I'm here.
Dolph, are you there?
She's answering you like four
I
times.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so looking into this room right here, which is it's a long room, like you can see over into here. It's kind of one room, but it's divided in the middle by two open doorways, one right here, one right here. The doors are open, and in the far southwest corner, which is right here, you can just barely, maybe, let me get in the right layer, Joe. Get in the right layer. There we go. Yeah, that's what you see. These doorways are there's no doors on them. They're just doorways. They are open and empty. And as you make it right there, you notice there's a lever on the wall here.
A shiny.
I look at it
Lever.
and I'm like, I should pull that. I shouldn't pull that. And I yell out for Dalen.
Well, Dalen is a long ways away in a bunker. So I don't think you'll be able to hear him unless you guys moved out of the bunker. You guys still in the
No, I'm
bunker?
still in the bunker.
You're still in the bunker?
Yeah.
Bunker down, are you? All right.
Well, we have that
I'll
prisoner guy.
move.
You do have a
Um,
prisoner, don't you? Yes.
I'll walk over towards the other fight yelling, Dalen, Siston, Dalen, Siston, Dalen, Siston,
Yo.
Dalen. Hi. I found a lever.
Did she say lover?
Lever.
I think he said lever.
Leather?
Leather.
A lever.
She hand me your leather. Okay. Dalen,
Yep.
have you reacted to what she said yet?
Well, have I been doing anything in the room I was in while she was looking around?
I mean, you've been practicing your 50 Shades of Grey on this guy here. So
But did I find anything in searching any of the bodies?
yeah, you found exactly the same thing everybody else has found, and that is scale mail, a pick. There are 3 heavy crossbows in here. If you
Yeah, I was
care
gonna
for
say.
those. And then scale mail, there's a war pick.
Okay.
These guys do actually have like 20 crossbow bolts on them. So I'm going to depend on you guys to write that part down. The rest of it,
Write it
I'll
down right
I'll
now. Yeah, you got it.
right. And yeah, that's it. How long does sleep last?
He's probably awake now with me jostling him around, tying him up.
Okay, well, where are you
But
gonna
to answer
move?
your question,
A minute.
Yeah, he's awake. He's tired up. He's tied up. He looks at you and he struggles, and he kind of clenches his teeth and he looks at you, and he's like, he looks at you and he says, "We're more powerful than any of you filthy creatures could imagine. You don't understand.
quite a bit.
Yeah, you don't understand the glory of it. The power Asmodeus showed us in the ice. None of you do."
Well, tell me about this power and tell me about Zardoroki.
Z- You're too stupid to even say his name right. It is
Oh, it looked like
Zodarak.
Yeah,
And
look like
you-
I.
And you will learn to fear his name. Soon he will unleash his terror upon the 10 towns. Your death soars on black dragon wings.
That's a lot. All right.
And then he just kind of looks at you, and you can tell that having said his little,
His
having
piece.
having
His box text.
having
Yeah.
said the box text, he will it will take some convincing to get him to say anything more. Siston, what are you doing during this lovely trying time?
I am investigating the room and especially the trapdoor, and to see if I could open it safely without traps.
Give me a investigation check. You feel pretty confident that it is wood fashioned together to make a square shape with 2 hinges. It doesn't even have a there's not even a locking mechanism. It's
Got
it's just a door to keep the snow from piling up into the tunnel beneath. You think? Anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely looking for the lantern that, or the light that got taken from the town. This is where we thought it was taken to. And so I'll kind of kick open the trap door and definitely look to see if there's any light emanating from it.
There is absolutely none. It is. So you're in a dark room. I don't know how long the bonfire lasts, but you got the bonfire. You do actually have Dylan's light going.
Yeah.
Bonfire lasts a minute, so
Okay,
it's probably
well,
gone.
So
Dylan's
the
light's
bonfire,
going.
it will eventually, burn out, go away, etc. But you're in what would be a dark room in a dark place, and somehow looking down into that hole, that you do see a ladder and sitting into it, but that's even darker.
Yeah.
It is the darkest of darks. You feel the abyss staring back at you as you stare down into the darkness.
I asked the dwarf, where's the lantern?
And I speak Dwarvish if I have to translate for her.
I speak dwarf.
Oh, cool. Never mind. We're good.
He kind of looks at you for a minute and he goes, Lord Nildar had it in his office. I assume he will kill you if you try to take it. He spits.
Care to direct me on my way to death?
On what?
On my way to death, if he's gonna kill me if I try to take it.
He's in the main stronghold with my brethren. He's the one who ordered us to come out here and attack you.
Oh, was he
Oh.
the guy who came out first and ordered the attack?
Yes, he is the one who exhorted us into a rage, a frenzy, reminding us that we fight for his father Zardarak and our patron Asmodeus, as we will claim this dark land for ourselves. He looks very
I want to
confident.
walk over to where this party is happening.
I have some bad news.
Well, it's good news, but bad for him.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, just want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah.
Because this is very good news for us.
Lord, Nidar, did you say? Nildar?
Nildar.
Nildar Sunlight.
Sunlight. That is such a great name. He did not make it in the battle.
This guy's like 12 of who?
What do you mean? You met him on the field of combat? And when you say he didn't make it, you mean he didn't make it like to the bunker because he embiggened himself. And he's murdered all of your weak, puny compatriots.
None of my compatriots were murdered, unfortunately, and I'm very sorry because I know this comes as a shock and I hate delivering bad news, but Lord Nildar, nor your brethren made it through the battle. And I understand what it is to have faith in something and have that question. I would offer you a prayer of understanding and knowledge to think about how this could reframe your world and understanding. But please know my compassion is with you, and I know this is a moment for you. So if you'd like to take a breath and think, but I will pray with you on what this means and how to incorporate this knowledge.
Did they get Carl?
I believe Carl got him.
I think that my understanding is that none of your brethren made it out. Where was Carl? Was he going to be in here with you?
No.
And I kind of look around, and then
Carl was he was supposed to raise the drawbridge so that you guys would fall in the spiky pit.
there was
Nildar was
That's
very
what
proud
the
of that
lever's for.
drawbridge and spike thing. That was like his like he was really proud of that. I mean, his dad thinks he's an idiot, but he really, I'm pretty sure Zardarak liked Carl better, and he definitely liked Neldar's brother better. But all dead, huh?
I believe so. I think there was a lot to say about that spiky pit, though. I think it did present a big danger.
I lean over to assistant and go, I whisper to her, but I'm gonna say it so y'all can hear, but hopefully the dwarf doesn't hear. I want you to pay attention to his face. And I kind of pause her and I look at and go, we're going to go check out the stronghold. Are there any traps?
Make an intimidation or persuasion check.
I'm going to suck at intimidation, but I can't imagine the only persuasion I can make is to tell him I'm going to let him live. And that's pretty much intimidation anyway. But I do. Oh, a 6. Oh,
He's not very intimidating.
I'm not very intimidating, although I
Right,
did.
he looks at you confidently and says, "No, there's no traps."
Did I make it over there by this time?
I mean, yeah, it's not that far. You can you make it back there, and you come into the room.
Yeah, with Hoot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't
After
know
I
if you
see,
can squeeze in there. It's pretty big. Well, no, he's not a full grown.
well, she
Sorry.
she can wait outside the window. She doesn't actually have to be here for this
Fair
part.
enough.
But after I witness the failed intimidation, I will have something to say.
Right.
And I will say, Dalen, he's been through so much. We don't need to necessarily question him. And I said, do you want me to pray for Carl?
Well, I mean, do you two, are you two guided and blessed by Asmodeus?
I follow a different path, but the one I follow welcomes all people. It's the knowledge and understanding of this world and true empathy for one another that we look to.
He looks at you, and you can tell that he does not understand the word empathy. That's
Yeah.
just, he's like,
Mm,
he's like, what is this empathy? Is that like a
you a
feeling of being,
I
is that like,
know.
is that you feel empty? You empty people's bowels onto the ground. That's empathy, right?
Different. It's different. Oh, but I'm a little worried because I know that Dalen and I have valued your life and protected you, and I hesitate, but I know our friend Radyaga, who killed
Right.
many of your brethren, is here, and Radyaga is not as understanding. I beg for mercy on your behalf, but I cannot control him. He is too great a power.
Because
And I just turn to Radyaga and I go,
I actually also turn to Broad Yaga and say, I tied him up, but you might want to check it. I'm not super practiced at that. And I just step kind of off to the side, but leave the light on in the room.
All right. I'm just gonna step up here and kneel down and look at him.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to take out that package I just made, carefully unwrap it, and feed it to Hoot while locking my eyes on this poor defenseless captive.
okay.
And I'm going to say in Dwarvish, what you are witnessing is your leader's liver being eaten by my friend. Would you like a bite?
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
I'm shitty at intimidation. Well,
hey,
15.
He kind of you can, so he's a pale gray to begin with, and you see the pale gray kind of flush to a bluish gray white sort of. Then he says, it does not matter. If you kill me, my soul descends to the hells, where I will serve Asmodeus in the pit.
No, but what you need to understand is that you can survive without a liver, not for long, but for long enough to watch her eat it.
He goes, we have failed, Zardarak. You have discovered this outpost. My life is meaningless.
Well, your life has always been meaningless. Okay, so are there any traps?
That's the wrong red. And I'm not.
There is a room off of the main hall. There are two doors. If you pull a lever on the inside of that room, spikes will come out of the floor.
That's
Alright.
what the lever does. I'm glad I
Well-
didn't pull it.
I would like to thank you truly for volunteering to pull that lever. Come on. And I haul him to his feet.
Okay. You haul him to his feet.
And he's going to go spring a trap for us. 'Cause
All
it
right.
makes me laugh.
Okie doke. Well, we're going to, I'm going to do this because I'm lazy. And we're going to go here. And he kind of like, it's not that the fight has left him, it's that he's no longer caring.
So I want him to show me where the spikes come up from. And then I
So-
want to examine the rest of the floor where we're going to be standing to make sure that there are not similar holes and markings and such,
Okay.
so that we are standing on a safe spot.
Right. So he points to, he points out there are holes in the floor and ceiling at the doorways, and spikes close down from top and bottom in the doorway.
So they don't close down on the person pulling the lever.
No.
Oh, that's not as much fun.
And I turned towards him and I said, Carl was a genius.
He goes, don't speak of Carl. Carl was a good Durgar. Well, let me rephrase that. Carl was an excellent Durgar, and that he was very evil, and he said his prayers to Asmodeus like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a day. Been working on collecting, like magic rocks and kind of fucking with you guys. And I'm sad to see him go. I know that right now his soul was dragged to hell, where he is in infernal glory with the other devils.
Uh-huh.
What?
So
Well, it's a shame that he could not fulfill Zardarek's plan here on this plane. Was it going to be glorious?
It was to end in fire.
To be with Asmodeus, to be with
No, to remove you vermin from the surface so that we would reign and rule over this land as our Lord has promised.
so with fire, how would this work with Arl? Doesn't she oppose fire, or was she a part of the plan?
Arl. You mean the frosty bitch?
She does keep it rather cold around here.
Says we don't serve her. She just, let's say we find our association with her to be convenient.
But she must not like things ending in fire.
Asmodeus cares not what she likes or does not like.
But she is the wily. If you were in league with her, she would surely betray you.
I look at Dolph.
So as you're saying this, you could tell this guy knows kind of what he knows, right?
Mhm.
You yourself, System, are aware that the nine hells are very ordered, and the machinations of the devils and the archdevils are twisty and turny. And this guy is not up to the twisty turny task, right? Like he's
Yeah.
like, this is a guy that was sent to the outpost, run by the unfavored son to steal lanterns and goats. You're not dealing with the A team here.
Yeah. Mm.
I ask both Broad and stressed college student if they have found any documentation or anything. How far have they made it into the stronghold?
Well, this is as far as you go.
Yeah.
You do see a door right here.
Where's Croesus?
Croesus is over here, waiting for I think for you guys to come through the tunnel. That's what he said he was doing. He's like, yeah,
That is what I said I was doing.
tunnel thing seems great. I know any moment now my friends are going to appear out of the tunnel. Croesus, would you like to join the rest of the party, or you good?
Yeah, I
where
get
you
bored
at?
of waiting and decide to go through and be like, what the hell is taking him so
Yeah,
long?
so you wander in here, and there's a tied up Durgar that looks pretty traumatized, frankly. And
I spent 20 years with it.
right, you make it over there, but you're over here. Will you quit? I'm trying to move you.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, see,
Yep.
okay. How did they move out? Because I assumed that the only way really through was through that tunnel.
The
Was these
Well, there's the arrow slits, and
they squoze through that? Okay. Well, whatever.
if you
I'm big. I'm a
wiggle.
big fat dragonborn. I
You
can't
are,
do that.
yeah. You're probably that. You in the time that this has gone on, you've like gotten bored. You went through the tunnel. You're like, okay, it's a tunnel.
Yeah.
There's like a dead cartel member down there with a bag of heroin, and you make it
no.
up the other side.
There's
And
nobody
you're like,
there.
oh, okay,
WTF,
I
mate.
get it now. And then you go back down to the tunnel, and you come back on the other side. You hear voices. You hear a rather defeated sounded Durgar. You wander back through here. You make it into this room, and you're like, where the fuck you guys been?
Yep.
Yep.
Traumatizing Dwergar.
I mean,
Croesus stands right here and it's just like whatever.
A little bit.
so
I'm done. I'm finished with this painting. Handwork complete.
Yay!
yay. So you guys gonna open the door?
See, I'm not sure I trust him about what that lever does, because it doesn't make sense. You pull that lever and spikes show up in a different location. Like, how is that trap ever going to work?
Can you see the doorway, like where those traps go? Could someone be standing sentinel there when people run in? You pull the lever and it chomps them.
So
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
you would think so, but attackers
I'm-
would be coming from this way.
I'm gonna
Right.
I'm gonna give this one to you. That room is a choke point. And there's supposed to be a guy manning that lever. It's probably Carl.
Carl.
And as attackers came through those two doorways, they pull the lever. Shunk! Shanks them up, top and bottom. They can't move. And so you trap people in there, and that, kind of slows down the assault.
I mean, I get that, but wouldn't people be coming from this direction?
Which
Like
direction?
they're not over here,
Over where? Yeah.
over here.
Look, see this doorway right here? And this doorway right here? That's where the
No,
spikes are.
What doors? I don't.
Doorway. There's no doors.
Oh, I thought we were talking about this space right here.
No, 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 no.
Okay, yeah, okay, this makes sense now then.
Okay, good.
You just kept saying it was in the doorway and I only see one door, so I thought that was the doorway.
And
He meant
sorry,
this passageway.
I described when I described.
Okay, no, it's cool. I got it now.
Okay, my bad, my bad.
No, it's perfect. This is exactly what I love is when the players can't visualize it and the DM takes the time
Yeah.
to explain it before we do something stupid because we just can't see it.
Yeah.
That is absolutely the challenge of role playing. So I love it.
I feel like I feel like Neil. We're gonna call him Neil because that's probably what he's doing. Neil is he's you know when he's like pointed it out to you where the spikes come through the doorways and everything. It makes sense. I
Yeah,
probably didn't describe it well enough, or
It's good.
no, the only problem was I thought it was this door. So
Right.
I was like,
I
why would
gotcha.
people come in here, come in by where Croesus is and then walk into this door while someone's just standing there with their hand on a lever, like, yeah, step over there, please.
right.
Right.
Well,
But I will roughly, I mean, not violently, but just not gently at all, drag Neil over to the door and ask him to open it.
this door right here.
Yeah. The one that I'm sort of near, but I'm shoving him in front of me, telling him to open it.
He just kind of like shrugs and opens it.
Okay.
And
And I keep pushing him in front of me so he can step on all the trap triggers.
right. Well, he walks into the room. You could tell he was maybe holding out a tiny little glimmer of hope that Nildar would be in his office. But sadly for Neil, that's not the case. So in this room, there's a stone carved bed and a desk. The room is drab. It's like the rest of this place. It's carved out stone outpost, right? But there is a desk and kind of towards the back of the room. And atop the desk, there are several shards of a dark crystal.
Ooh.
Those of you that have encountered Charladon recognize it. Chardalin, pardon me.
Yep.
There's a crumpled up couple of crumpled up pieces of paper, and there's a burlap sack. Sorry, not sap. Burlap sap. Sack. Burlap sack.
We're there with you. We got
Yeah.
you.
that is draped over a shape sitting on the desk that is there's a light emanating from that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I want to examine the crumpled pieces of paper.
You speak Dwarvish, do you not?
I do.
And you read and write Dwarvish.
Yep.
Right on. Well then. So the crumpled up one, and I'm just going to pop it in there. Why is it not showing to everybody?
Yeah, we see it.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then
Remember that is Wong Wei. That's
right,
Wong Wei.
you
My spell is fading.
you also find this other longer note.
What does that say?
Tiefling wizard
Yeah.
in Card Dinaval.
Human next match invention or Kimberly question about tell girls, druids. Another wizard invention. Uh-oh.
So the Tiefling Wizard, that's the one I likely have the spell book up now that died. I don't know that we run into the Necromancer and Bryn Shandar.
You
Is that the one I've got the quest
I was
from?
going to
with the
say
sixth
you're
spell?
supposed to be doing a favor for the necromancer and
She
Bridge.
didn't. She
Can
didn't.
you read? Can
Yes,
you
I-
read the note out loud so I can hear it? Sorry, I'm walking to a different location to work on stuff in a different room for a second.
All right, here we go. It's a set of notes. It says Tiefling Wizard and Caradinaval, Human Necromancer and Bryn Shander, Arcane Brotherhood ? Tell Grila's Druids ! Exclamation mark. Another wizard in Bryn Shandar, watch carefully. Lonely Wood Druid promises to deliver merchandise by Flame Rule 17.
More Chalad, more
More
Chaldron.
Chardalin.
Oh, thank you.
so the you're not sure about the Tiefling Wizard. You're pretty confident about the necromancer, but the Tiefling Wizard gave no indications of being from the
Affiliated.
Arcane Brotherhood.
Got it. Have in my time in Bryn Shandar, other than the necromancer lady who gave me the sending scroll looking, is the other wizard she's looking for that she's looking for probably this other wizard that I'm now looking for? Because she wanted to find someone else. That's kind of my mission. Is just a straight up int check.
Yeah.
Oh, that's con. Hang on. There's intelligence. Oh wow, the con was a much better roll. That's sad.
You
Could
know,
have been a 12 plus 3. It could have been a 15.
you know, make it with advantage.
All right, one more int. Quit messing me up, roll 20. There we go.
There you go. You just had
Yeah,
to talk
you're
one.
the other wizard was that she has you looking for is human, was not based out of Bryn Shander. In fact, the only other wizard that you could think of that's been in Bryn Shander lately is you.
No, that's what I was worried about. Okay, poop. All right.
So in all my time in this region of the world,
Mhm.
am I familiar with Grilla or Grilla's Druids or the Lonely Wood Druid? Do these things mean anything to me?
Well, Lonelywood is one of the 10 towns.
Right, but do I know of a druid specifically associated with it?
Mm,
Or do I know of any shady druids around that this might be referring to?
I mean, this place is lousy with shady druids.
All druids are shady.
I mean,
Shady as fuck. Cold shady druids. Cold shady frost
Right.
druids.
Rod Yaga.
Give me all of you give me a history check.
History,
I need to
history. I'm really bad at history.
I'm
Can
really
someone roll it
good.
for
and
me?
I rolled crappy. Ali, I will roll for you. I'm rolling you a 18.
Oh,
whatever your
wow.
history is. Yeah.
I have no way of looking up what my history is at the
Oh,
moment.
I can. Hang on.
Hang on.
Okay.
Name
I
of
literally need this character to be able to do this stuff, and I know it's so crappy for me. Ali, your history is a +1, so you actually got a 19.
Nice.
believe is the highest roll on the table.
Yeah.
Just so you can feel accomplished.
Cool.
So while we wait, what did you want, Don? Or
Oh,
Dalen, I should say.
Rod, can you take a look around this area and see if you think we've got all of the Duergar that are stationed here? Because I really need a rest, but I don't want to like lay down in a nest that others might be returning to. Can you get an idea based on like bed rolls and whatnot if we think we've cleaned this rat nest? And you can ask Neil over there.
Hoot and I will go look for more.
And I'm still doing some grief counseling with Neil. And I was like, is there anybody we could call? I know you feel really alone now. Is there anybody who you join with that could help you, release some of this grief, or, how would you work through this?
I don't know what he's reading, but poor Carl or Neil's having a tough time right now.
Is he responsive to my grief counseling, Joe?
Joe is preparing a message for us, I
Mhm.
believe.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Joe is typing. Joe is typing. Joe is typing. Joe is typing. Joe is typing.
Stop it, Joe.
Okay. Wait, no. There's no way that's all he was typing.
Okay, everybody that needs messages should have them now.
Where do I look?
If mine is in world 20, can you send it to Messenger?
Sure.
Sorry about that. I just I'm having to go to a different location.
I get it. I live to serve.
Oh,
That house.
I didn't realize you were Aes Sedai.
Oh.
I am the dragon reborn.
Ooh.
That would be bad.
No, that would be super fucking great.
Mazrim Tame.
Like-
He's false dragon.
Like,
Hey, let's just
Oh, yeah.
stop this line of conversation.
okay, there we go. Now,
A note.
what I'm going to do, okay, that is in all players' journals, and this should be in all players' journals.
Ooh, look at my journal now.
Yeah. Okay, so the Dwarven letter and Dwarvish notes should both be in there. You also,
Cool.
There is one other item that is it is a fresh piece of paper laying like face up on the desk, and the words are written in Dwarvish, but they are definitely in a different handwriting that just says, "Find them." And it is a line art drawing that bears a sickening resemblance to Sandalphon.
Uh-oh.
Where do we find this?
On the
On the
same
desk.
desk. Different handwriting than these, but so they've received this from someone else.
When I see that, I just go, shit.
You think? Although I'm pointing at the Dwarvish note that says, "Another wizard in Bryn Shandar, watch carefully." Yes, shit is right, my friend. Shit, indeed. I do pull the burlap sack away, and is this what looks like to be a sympathy lantern?
It is indeed the light you left behind.
Yay!
I grabbed that picture of Sandalphon and I want to go talk to Neil.
Okay.
Do you know who drew this? Neil?
I have never seen that before.
Insight check.
Inside check.
Let's see it.
Never mind.
Wow, good Lord.
You guys are 100% confident that he has never seen this before.
Brad, you and I need to take a nap, apparently.
All right, I continue my grief counseling and ask him, is there anybody he could count on in his time of grief? You know, it's so hard to lose people and lose community. Is there anyone we could return him to, or he could have confidence that would help him? I feel
Yeah,
like
Carl,
because of
you
the-
bastards.
Exactly. I feel like we don't have a Carl for you, and I know that you know, the praying for you and the empathy is not something that really is your thing. Is there anyone if you went away from here? Would you have someplace to go? Would you be out in the cold? Would your clan take you back? You said something about failing, and I understand when you fail certain
He
patrons,
says,
there are consequences.
I lean
I-
over and whisper in Siston's ear, Laura, there's a message incoming.
Mhm.
Because I like where you're going with this, and I think I might be able to give you a target.
he says the only place I could go would be King the hold that thought real quick.
Take on the moon.
It says, you know, the only place I would like to go is Lord Zardarok's fortress. But we live underground, so I don't think I could find my way back to it by myself.
What does Zardarok look like? Would we know Zardarok? Do I recognize that name? Is that a dwarven name? Is that
It's
Dalish name?
History, I guess, maybe.
Sure.
And I'm just gonna take a stab and say, you know, you had talked about black wings. Is Lord Zardarok a dragon? Is that
No, it's not.
I don't know.
Did you know if Lord Nildar weren't you know, dead and missing a liver, he could probably tell you a lot more about that.
Well, I think you know, he is in the nine hells, raising hell, as they say. That's what we could hope for him, I guess. But perhaps there's something here that could help you. There are allies, the Lonelywood. Perhaps you could go to Lonelywood for the allies. Do they follow Lord Zardarok there?
What? You mean the frost druid that occasionally brings us more of the sacred rock? She is no friend to us. She belongs to Grilla.
Yeah. This is a name I don't know. Is that an enemy of yours?
You would have to ask the frost druids.
Oh, I don't know. We've seen some things, you know, the sacrifices. Have you seen the sacrifices?
Hmm?
Have you seen the sacrifices that they've been
heard.
making? The herd of them, wasting death on folks to please the Frost Maiden. Is that what those
Uh,
druids do?
I really don't know what those charlatans do.
Well, I worry if we let you out, you just wander in this cold. It's so cold.
Kill me, leave me to die.
But there must
Throw
be
me in the
people-
wilderness. I don't care. My life is worthless.
Oh, don't say that. There's so much you could do, so much killing you could do. Perhaps people are coming back here right now to be your allies.
So he goes, no, the only other possible allies, that possible other friends of mine that were here were Havoc and Scorn. They were asleep. Sorry, Ruvik. Ruvik and Scorn. Havoc and Scorn sounds better. Ruvik and Scorn.
Hmm. Well,
Why do you know why Neldar's group, why y'all took the lamp? And I point to the lamp on the table.
Because it amused Nildar.
Okay.
it made the townspeople's in dark. I would imagine that would be difficult for them. Would that be amusing to kind of rejoice in their discomfort or pain, or make it easier to go unseen? Was it Carl's idea?
No, it was Nildar's. Everything we've done here is, because Nildar told us to. And we're pretty sure that we got sent here because Nildar was great, I guess, but how in every family, if you got like two brothers, you got one that's the smart brother and one that's the you got, like Nildar was the Danny DeVito. We'll put it that way. He was not the prodigy that Dearth is.
Could you go to Dearth? Would that, or would
Where
they
is
treat
Dearth?
you? But they would treat you badly if you went there, would they? I
Mm,
know with brothers, if you serve one and the other one's not as, favored.
well, you recognize the name Dearth from the
The
letter.
note, yeah. So
And everyone gets the feeling like Sisson is somewhat performing, but you also get that Sisson also has this really deep thread of empathy and is just trying to understand, and like is really, really genuinely trying to understand to help in some way and understand if what's going on, what's motivating this guy, and how to help him in some way on his journey.
You could make an insight check and add 5 to the result.
I like that.
Well, my insight was 22.
The 27.
27.
So, speaking with Neil, you are relatively certain that he is at best a foot soldier. He's if there were shirts that said faceless minion on it,
Mhm.
he would be wearing one. He imagine how much your average faceless henchman knows in a supervillain movie.
Yeah.
And that's how you go. Like the Joker does not tell any of the guys in clown suits what his plan is until the plan happens. He knows, or he's been told, that Asmodeus has given Zordorok a vision or a plan or some sort of, some sort of impetus. He doesn't know what the plan is. He would have a hard time. Like he's so low on the totem pole. Like he doesn't even get a map back home.
Yeah.
And so he is not, he doesn't really know that much.
Yeah, but he is not expecting anybody coming back to
He
you.
is the only person that he thinks might be left alive are Ruvik and Scorn. Although he didn't necessarily look down into the pit and see all, and you guys have murdered almost everybody here.
Yeah.
So, right
Technically,
now,
self-defense,
he is,
yeah. it's-
right now he has absolutely, like, he is in shock. He is in denial, and he has really, like, no will to live.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
he did, when you fail Asmodeus, you don't, like, it doesn't usually end well. Like you wind
Yeah.
up in a soul coin, and that's that.
So correct me or help me clarify a couple things and tell me if I stray off. We're west of Caer Koenig right now, kind of in the Dwarven Valley up near Kelvin's Cairn.
You
Dirt-
are. Mhm.
Dearth has set up a new base in East Haven, which is kind of the south side of the lake that Denival is bordered on. And they-
it's kind of across the lake.
Okay,
Hang on. If only we had a thing.
I'm looking at the map right now.
Yeah, so Caer Denival is on Lake Loch Dineshire,
Yep,
is kind of, like a diagonal shape, sort of.
yep.
Kind of like the Big Dipper. And Caer Denival is about to fall into the Dipper, and East Haven is at the bottom downward most corner of the Big Dipper. So it is, East Haven is across the lake,
Yeah.
or across Loch Dineshire.
So in Broad Yaga, have you been to East Haven? Do you know the East Haveners? Would they welcome Duergar, or are we assuming that he's got a base set up there in secret?
Yeah, I don't think any of the 10 towns would readily welcome a Dwergar.
I kind of pull Bradyaga and Sistan over a little ways and say, I don't know where this came from. This wasn't like a sending from my master, but when he mentioned the Dark Wings of Death and Sistan mentioned the dragon, or asked about a dragon, I definitely got a flash, almost a premonition. And I say that as a term of art, not just a general term of black wings and just lines of fire down on the 10 towns. So I do believe we are. I had the Dwemer chill down my back. There was definitely an omen of some kind. So we need to be cognizant of it in our searching and in our gathering of information.
I lost connection for a little bit. I heard that Jay was showing the dwarf my picture. Did he react to that?
He hadn't seen
No.
it before.
He's
All
too
right, cool.
low. He wouldn't have seen the messages.
I thought
He's short.
Jay was taking my picture to show him.
I was, but he didn't know who drew it or where it came from.
Got it. That was what I was asking about. Like what? Yeah, cool. And we asked him about the gene name on the note.
Well, I kind of know the G name on the note, probably as well as he does. It's a frost giant.
Ooh.
Sorry, what did you say?
It's a frost giant.
Cool. You can, for people who are paying attention, Dolph is like, I have stuff to add, but I'm not saying it in front of him. type
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I don't think you have to worry about that too much longer because I think it's time to give him his parting gift.
Is it a copy of our home game?
Could be.
Uh,
You've been very useful to us, Neil.
Because sure, if you say so.
How would you like to die? And do you mind if Hoot eats you when you're gone?
I would be grateful to die. And once I am dead, my body is just an empty shell. You can do with it as you wish.
You got that right. So how would you like to die?
Quickly.
Any objections, anyone?
I have none. And I'm gonna turn and start kind of getting. Well, yeah, I have none. I just turn and start inventorying the room again and kind of looking for anything else. Actually,
If there is a way for me to compassionately cast, but you want Hoot to eat him, would the necromancy of Toll of the Dead make him inedible?
Probably not completely. And I don't care if Hoot eats him or not. Hoot has plenty of other food.
All right, I will think about a compassionate way to cause the unweaving with Toll of the Dead, and ask him before I do it if there's any knowledge of this world that he would like to have live beyond him. I said, I sing songs and gather stories. I could sing of Carl. I could sing of something that would live on, or if there's some place in this world that was special to you, I could call that into remembrance. Is there any knowledge that you would like to have that lives beyond you?
Sing of the fire and death that awaits you all. Like he willingly waits for you to end his miserable existence.
Neil, may the goddess bless you, and may your knowledge carry on. And in a gentle way, you hear a mournful sound come from Sisten's shield that's different than you've heard before. It will take a while at this rate.
So he's in there, bong. He's like, touch it. I said quickly.
I said
Bong.
quickly.
Yeah, really,
It'll be as painless as possible, but I assume that
Doorbell of the dead.
the willing person is not.
You're fucking rotting me to death, you witch.
Yeah, if this isn't happening quickly, I just stab him in the throat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unclear of which kills him first. But you both know you have dead flesh and blood on your hands. I mean, as usual.
Well,
And Neil departs this world.
my insight was
You
really-
could swear you heard the sound of leathery wings and the scraping sound as his soul is dragged to hell.
I asked Varuuk to, as best as he can, kind of secure this area so we can maybe hold up here for the night. But there are choke points built into this, so it should be quite defensible. But if he gives us the okay, I'm gonna settle down and try to get some rest.
we should double check to see if there is anybody sleeping in the barracks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is we
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
secure this place. Yeah.
Yeah, Hoot and I'll take a sweep.
So
Sandalphon,
the only other thing that really of note is there are hang on, I'll just nope, I need that. Need to get rid of that.
Callie, I want to hear what Sandford does, but let him get through this.
Mhm.
And that and that and that. So the only things you do find to the south, you see this kind of mum. So Varuuk, as you walk into that room to the south there, it's a chamber that appears to it's like a cell block. And it's lined with stone doors that have small barred windows set into them at dwarf's eye level. And there is a barred window in the northwest corner. Snow kind of blows in there. The bunker, you can overlook there and see the bunker. There's one prisoner in each one of the cells, and they are they look human.
Do they look human like I look human?
No, they look dead, then covered with like mushrooms and fungus.
Don't touch.
But they are not. They are alive. Not necessarily super sentient, but they are alive.
What do you make of these? Are there any other doors in here?
These are the doors. And oh wait, really? Oh, huh. And that's some shit. I don't know what this is gonna do here. There we go.
Stairs.
Yep. Stairs up from there.
I find two more doors.
You said human size more than dwarven size?
What? Yeah, they're definitely either they are meant to look a lot like humans, or they are humans that have been altered in some way. And up in there, Varuuk, in that area, they're kind of small rooms that flank a central sort of common room. They're crates and sacks that are smashed against the west wall. The doors are open, and each room is empty, except for some tattered bedrolls and a couple of chairs. This appears to have been their sleeping quarters.
So these dwarf icons are not actually there.
Do what?
So these dwarf icons are not actually there.
Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Nope. Those guys. I meant to. Sorry, they are. They're no longer with us.
Yeah.
Yep. Technically, I think they're in it.
Sandalphon, what were you going to say earlier? If you're there, she might have stepped away.
Croesus, what do you make of these? And point at the humanoid weird looking mushroom people.
Croesus is going to kind of walk up a little closer and make an investigation check to see if he can has he seen anything like mushroom people.
Make
Or yeah, tell me what check I'm making.
so make either intelligence, nature, or survival.
Intelligence, nature, or survival. I have a +1 to survival.
There you
That
go.
one.
I can help you with survival. Or that works.
Cool.
So Croesus, you are not sure, and this doesn't seem like something that would be like super prevalent in Icewind Dale, but you know that there are myconoid fungus
Mhm.
beings, and this looks like one of those, maybe. You're not really sure.
Okay. So I know myconoid beings in the like exist. And so this could be one of them. Okay. Croesus kind of inspects, he looks, maybe sniffs a little, and then he kind of like turns to you and he says, "There is a fungus among us."
God damn it.
And then he gets the big grin on his face before he kind of like, normally he would kind of like lean down to like get to someone's face, but to you, he actually gets to like talk almost up to you. We're both tall. You might actually be taller.
I'm definitely taller.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm only tall like 6 feet, 6'2". You're probably taller than that.
Yep.
Yep.
So Croesus smiles, and
How tall is Varuuk?
I don't know how tall he is, but apparently he's taller. So yeah, after smiling, he then says, "This appears to be a myconoid, a mushroom being. I don't know much about them. Only that they exist." And then he kind of like tilts his head kind of like back and then like turns to kind of look at them to figure out what the hell's going on.
They
Like why they're here.
they look pretty docile. They don't seem to be, they're not like making any aggressive. They're not really moving much at all.
Should we get the others?
I'm sure Dalen would be very interested in these mushrooms. And
So
then
I walk into the other room. I just like grab Dalen's arm and just start pulling him without saying.
you
He's used to it by this point.
Yeah. Before I go, we're going to assume a little bit of time passed, and Sandophone was able to tell us what she wanted to tell, or what they wanted to tell us.
And what did they
That's
want to tell
not-
us?
Yeah, so Sandalphon at some point will go up to Brad Yaga
Ah,
and is going to kind of alone and say, "Now that you know that people are out for me and that they're wanting to find me, if someone were to pay you, would you turn me in?"
Depends on how much they paid.
Good to know. I hope you don't mind that because of that, you will not be privy to some information that I will share with the rest of the group.
Fair.
Thank you.
at some point, Varuuk comes and grabs me and just hauls me off.
Yeah.
I'll let this happen for a little bit and then we'll go and I'll share other information about the note,
Okay.
but just, yeah.
As a matter of fact, I come in and I like fireman's carry like over.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing I'm going here. Okay, I'm going somewhere.
Come. I go in the other room, I sit down and
Actually, this is actually lovely. I actually enjoy this. Please.
I set you down in front of Crows, like, I brought help.
What is the issue?
Croesus just kind of like laughs and you like just this big toothy grin.
What is
And
the issue?
he puts an arm on Balin and kind of like pushes him close to the cage and says, "Look at the mushrooms." And
I kind of stick the staff in a little bit with the light, and
Give me intelligence, medicine, or intelligence, medicine, or history.
intelligence and history.
Boom.
There we go.
You look in there and you're like, oh yeah, these are spore servants, made by a myconoid sovereign.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Are they dangerous?
Myconoids are basically intelligent ambulatory fungi that live in the Underdark.
These motherfuckers been playing in the Underdark.
Right? These motherfuckers are in the Underdark.
how are they surviving the
The
cold?
interesting thing about myconoids is they are peaceful and they deplore violence.
oh, excellent. Well, I relay this to everybody.
Mm.
Are they sentient and do they have language?
They do. Well, let me rephrase that. The myconoids and the myconoid sovereign do, but
Okay.
the spore servants are
Almost automaton kind of things.
yeah, they're basically it's not undeath, but
Yeah.
it is reanimation
Got it.
of something dead. Looking at these people, the clothes that they have, sort of what a little bit is, they look to be like probably local folks, probably 10-towners that didn't make it.
Yeah. And so someone's just basically using that body as a vessel and something else to kind of be the locomotive force within it. All right.
Right.
Um,
The spores from the sovereign reanimate them into spore servants.
I suggest to Varuuk and Chris that we lock these cages up if possible. They're not violent, but we don't really need to have to interact with them unexpectedly.
All right, I go through and make sure all the doors are locked or shut.
I agree, but when we leave this place, the last thing we do is unlock their cages.
Yes, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Croesus turns the door to you, Don, and he says, "How do you think they are surviving the cold, wintry weather?"
My only guess is that different flora evolve in different areas to survive in those environments. I'm sure a different type would be able to infect and provide locomotion around hot and humid areas or areas with no light. It must just be different areas, spawn different spores. I've read up on some of this stuff, but I'm in no means an expert. But I look over at Broad Yaga. But there are fungi and whatnot that you're able to find for protein and sustenance in the wilds here in the cold, correct?
Yes, but I wouldn't recommend eating these.
Oh, no, definitely not. Oh, we found more treasure.
Croesus kind of like just strokes his chin and says, "Interesting."
Oh.
There's a fungus.
Ooh, there's a potion of healing
Where?
Yum.
in one of the bags that we found as we're searching the different rooms. There's actually a bunch of really cool stuff. Are you just going to grab that and dump in the thing? Cool.
Yep.
Somebody should probably actually put the potion of healing in their inventory.
Yeah, I'm about to pass out, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's 11:20 and Jason has to drive home. This was awesome though.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, so Jay, if I know you need to roll out, which is convenient because this way you don't even have to hang out and hear the
The lore drops.
going to share.
Well, and now Allie can share the information that she's not going to share with Broad because Broad's a dick.
Rod is a dick. I agree. But you know, again, it's like Die Hard 2. I was wrong about you. You're not an asshole. Oh no, McLean, you were right. I'm just your kind of asshole.
All right, guys. I will see y'all in the future.
Good night,
All right,
sir.
man.
All right.
I'm guessing.
Thanks for being here.
Got on the game. Everything went well with the migration this evening. Woohoo! Good job.
Kinda. I gotta talk to your people about licenses,
Okay.
but that's Monday.
Okay.
It's all fine for now.
Yeah.
That's a
Later.
Thanks
All
for critting a dwarf in the face.
Yes.
Of course. My
And
pleasure.
that's a Monday J problem.
Yeah.
Future J problem.
All right, I'm gonna head off too.
all right.
All right.